Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Sports TV, and we back with another one. Man. What's going on, Free and Prize? How y'all feeling?
Salute to my brothers.
What's good?
So we got a great show today, man. Shout out to my man, Young B Love, for the thumbnail today. But we're gonna talk about everybody's favorite fighter, Abdul Wahid, or as some people like to call it, man, the most entertaining man in boxing. So what do you guys think about all the heat that Abdul Wahid is getting?
Go ahead, set it off, Free.
Some of it is wanted. When you are a fighter on the level of a Tank Davis, there's a lot that is expected of you. And when the fans don't get what they believe you should be doing, you're going to get criticized. When they see that you took a fight that is considered an exhibition at this point in time in your career, when you're in position to where you can unify a division, or you can be at the top of the division and become undisputed, especially to your fan base, you're going to get criticized. So a lot of this stuff is wanted, but at the end of the day, Tank Davis got to be able to look himself in the mirror and say, is he doing enough to please himself? Because at the end of the day, that's the only person that matters is himself. You can have the fans all you want, but at the end of the day, you got to go home and look at yourself in the mirror. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and still smile and still be happy about it, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, salute to my brother Crush, my man Daniel, Mike Rim, the master fisherman, and of course the good sis. But what you got for me, Price?
Dr. Cam, salute. Yeah, he bought that he bought that negative attention on himself. I mean, Free just told y'all the man, he's doing stuff that his hardcore base fans, he's doing, that's not what they want him to do. Then he'll turn around and telling you, F you, shut the F up and be a fan. You know what I'm saying? So he just rubbed people off the wrong way, the way he move, he tweets, deletes. He got, some brothers, half the brothers think he got feminine ways, half the brothers don't. So he brings that kind of heat on himself, bro. I ain't gonna say he don't got no business getting paid, but the numbers that they're talking about is, I don't believe him, but he bought that on himself. The heat that he gets, nobody never gonna be happy anyway. It don't matter if he would have fought Shakur and Devin, they would still say he ain't fought nobody. He can't win, but he make it worse on himself though, with his the moves he be moving, making or whatever. So that's on him, bro.
I'll say this: one thing you can't say is that if he would have fought, Sanchez, or if he would have fought Devin Haney, they would have said he didn't fight nobody. That's not true, because one thing you can never say about Errol, that Errol didn't fight nobody. The only person that Errol didn't fight is one time, and one time, in my opinion, was ducking him. So it's just one of them things where some guys, man, if you get the fight, you're gonna get full credit for it. Like think about Mayorga. You can say what you want about Mayorga, but guess what? He got those fights and he fought them. He fought them. He fought Oscar. He fought Mosley. I mean, he fought everybody there was to fight at the time. And I just think when it comes to Abdul Wahid, I'm not gonna be like some people I've heard where they like call him a woman and all that. I mean, it's clear to see he's got some feminine ways, but he's not around his father or he's not around the most manly men either. So I mean, it is what it is, man, because we all know, like, as a man, for some of us, we had to make sure our handshake was hard. We had to make sure we stood up a certain way. We had to make sure we had some bass in our voice. You know, it was none for my uncles and father to say, "You talking like a punk." You talking like a punk. Or if you really talking soft, you know, my aunt, she'd be so disrespectful. She'll say, "You talking, you got a tongue ring." And if you a man, you ain't supposed to have no tongue ring.
You a
So
wild dude,
I
boy.
I get the unnecessary criticism. I'm not gonna get a homoerotic stuff that people be giving because I don't think Take is a homosexual. I don't think Take is any of that. I just think he's a soft dude. A lot of these dudes are like butter soft. They just are. Like I was talking to a young guy, and he just was soft, man. He was, you know, as my man Ray said on Life, SOFT, soft. That's how these young dudes are. They soft, man. But I'll say this. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys noticed, but one of our young brothers, Jaleel Hackett, is going to be on the turkey card. What do you guys think about Jaleel Hackett getting a big time view like that, coming up being on the turkey card? I think it's September the 12th, I believe, is going to be when the card is. Did you guys hear about that?
Nah, this is my first time hearing of it. I'm glad for him. He's a friend of the channel. His father is, at least. You know, we support him over here, so that's a good step. I'm glad. So he's
Salute, Dub.
probably getting salute, Dub. He probably getting a good payday or decent payday, and hopefully he wins. Matter of fact, he's gonna win.
Yeah, the guy he's fighting is pretty tough because he could possibly get his ass kicked. I'm just being honest. Because it's you know, when you fight on turkey card, you're fighting somebody head up. Like when Martin fought Mad Dog 2020, head up. So Jaleel's got his hands full because the guy he fighting got some hands, man. And this guy has been known to put hands and feet on people. I'm just excited about the opportunity for my brother. But I'll ask you
Yeah,
guys
me too.
this. Speaking about boxing, what do you guys think about Camille Moe? Do you guys think Floyd is wasting Camille? Because he hasn't got much TV time.
Go ahead, Freezy.
No, I don't think he's wasting Moten. I think the issue is because we got so comfortable with seeing Tank Davis on TV on a regular basis in just about every single one of his fights, you thought you was going to get the same thing with Moten. But the real thing is Moten is not Tank Davis. And so that's what a lot of people was assuming, that Moten was going to get moved like Tank Davis, but he's not Tank Davis. So you can't accept what somebody else got and expect the next person to get the same type of treatment. You gotta let that man grow in his own way. I think he's being pushed to a certain extent. We got to remember he's still young in the game. He only got like 4 or 5 fights. He ain't got that many
Right.
fights. He's still young in the game, so I think he's still being pushed. I don't think they wasting him. I think the main issue is he's not being exposed to the public like Tank Davis is, and I think that's where everybody is was expecting that Floyd was going to expose him to the public like he exposed Tank Davis.
What you say, Price?
He's still very young, BVO. You know, he's 19. You know, he hasn't had very many fights. I think he's like 6-0, something like that. I can't remember, but he doesn't have that many fights, and he's a young boy. So you know, or a young man, should I say? So I feel like that. I feel like we're gonna see what happens. You know, just the other day, Floyd was calling out for a WBA title fight. Now, whether that was gas or not, you know, Carmel like, well, let's do it because Carmel he ain't have a problem with it. So you know, but I think we're gonna have to wait to see the best of Carmel. I don't think even if he fight the rest of this year, even if he has another fight, I still think his best years are in front of him. So I don't think they're moving him wrong. It's harder to say that right now. No, he hasn't been on TV, but he has a lot of followers on Instagram. He has a lot of his own fans that rock with him. So I think that he'll be fine once he's 19. You know, so we can't say he's wasted because he hasn't even had 10 fights. I don't think.
Yeah. Only reason I say that is, and I think Puerto Rican Free said it best. You seeing him move Tank a lot better, and I just don't understand why he's not putting Kamel in that same thing. I honestly tell you this, and people might say I'm wrong, but I think Kamel is on par to be what Tank is at this level because people got to remember when Kamel was in the amateurs, he was like Shakur Sanchez. He was number one. There was nobody that really was competing with him in the amateurs. He was the guy. You can ask Ja that. You can ask my man X that. You can ask Sharif O'Nay that. Kamel Moulton was the guy in the amateurs. But let me ask you guys this. Speaking of all the drama that you're seeing around Tank, do you guys think that we'll ever see him and Shakur fight, or is that at this point that's never happened? What would you guys say?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't know. It all depends on what Tank wants to do after this fight that he has with Jake Paul. I really don't know what his next move is going to be. I mean, with Tank Davis, you can never predict what his next move is, and that's why I'm one of the ones that always say we got to wait to see what Tank Davis do. Everybody always assume what he's going to do, but we got to sit back and wait to see what he's going to do because he pretty much never do what you expect him to do. He's going to move to the beat of his own drum. He's not going to move the way everybody else wants him to move or expect him to move. So I really don't know what his next move is going to be. So I couldn't tell you if he's going to fight Shakur. I would love to see him fight Shakur, but I can't tell you if that's going to be something in the future.
Yeah,
I would say yes.
Go ahead.
I would say yeah, they're gonna fight because I think after this, I think Tank is. I know Crush kind of snapped on me, but not really snap on me, but Crush. I was like, yo, he's after this, he gonna cash out, and we're not gonna see him for a minute. And I feel like he needs to go take this money, sort your life out, and then look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do you love boxing? Do you want this? And he'll know right there that when he go back to the gym, he'll know. I don't think I mean, I would say no. If it does, it's not gonna be for a minute. Cause I don't think after this payday, I don't think we're gonna see him for a minute, bro. I really don't. But he might be fooling us, cause like Free said, he's unpredictable. You can't never predict what he's gonna do. So he might just go ahead and smoke Jake or get this fight out the way, and or should I say exhibition, get that out the way, and then get right back to it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? He might not. Me personally, I think he needs to take some time away or don't come back at all. But that's just me though.
Yeah, I think you're cooking with gas on that. I think I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't expect anything anymore. And dang, I sound like the Puerto Rican because
Yeah, I
Free
about to say.
said that, and I
Yeah,
thought Free was a jerk for saying that.
me
But
too.
I'll be honest, man. The brother was right because at the end of the day, man, these dudes are ridiculous. Man. These
Free
dudes are
said that
ridiculous.
last January.
Yeah, these dudes are ridiculous, man. We talking about we asked for basic fights, and I
You
seen a
can't hear.
comment where a fan said, "We love you," but what's going on with this fight? And then to make it worse, which I don't understand, you got Lamont Roach suing Tank. So that lets you know he ducked him. So what you guys think about going into that our next topic? What do you think about him actually suing Tank?
What's he suing him for? That's what I need to know.
Breach of contract.
Okay, well then it's business, you know. I mean, I know y'all don't like to have suing in boxing, but you know the man went. Lamar should have knew that anyway, because Tank said that fight wasn't happening next. That rematch, he said that the night of the fight. He said it's not next. I believe that was that night, but Tank man, go ahead, Free man. I'm speechless. Free, you on
Yeah.
mute.
I think Free
But
fell on the
my bad.
steps.
The thing is, you can't sue a person for a breach of contract if there's no date on the contract. There was no date. So how can you sue somebody for a breach of contract? They could still hold up the contract. They didn't say exactly what
Mhm.
day they was going to fight. So I don't know what grounds he has to stand on if he is trying to
He ain't
sue
gonna win
for
that
a
suit.
breach of a contract.
Right,
Yeah,
Crush.
I mean
Roach didn't have the
you gotta
rematch. Tank had it.
Oh, let me finish.
yeah
Let me finish, brother.
you can't have a lawsuit for a contract without a a a final word. So if I had BVO do some work on my house, I have a end date. You got to have it done by this time, or it's got to start at this time. If I don't have that, and I say, "Hey, man, I'm about to sue him. He ain't start the work." The thing that the BBO gonna say, well, you didn't have a start date on here, you didn't have an end date on here. You just said you needed me to do the work. I'm gonna do the work, but I'm gonna do the work when I'm ready to do the work. We didn't have a set date for me to start the work. So that's the same situation. You can't sue somebody if there is no date. So I don't think he has a leg to stand on. I think it's more of smoking mirrors and he's out here saying stuff. And I mean, until I see some papers filed, I mean, I ain't gonna believe that he's suing him, but if he is and he's trying to sue on those grounds, he has nothing to stand on.
People trying to say that because Tank went another direction, it kind of left him out without a payday. I don't know how much. That's why I said I don't even know. I got to see what the suit is even about. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I like to, like Free said, the paper ain't no paperwork file. He don't have no ground to stand on. Like what's he suing him for? Like what's like you like Crush just told y'all. He Tank had a rematch clause. Lamont ain't have one, from what I've been told. So he can sue him all he want. All he gonna do is owe court costs, and or he gonna have to pay court costs. Salute B3.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'll put it like this, man. That's what happens when you leave. That's what happens when you play with your food, man. And I'll be honest, I heard some things behind the scenes. You hear me?
That was my fault. Yeah, go
No, I
ahead.
heard some things behind the scenes. I heard some things behind the scenes, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Abdullah's going through a lot, man. He's going through a lot of transition. So when I heard what I heard, today from somebody close, he going through some transition. So it's not. That's why you kind of see me having more of a somber tone to it, because I didn't realize he was going through all that. It was just like last time when he's about to fight Lamont the first time. He was facing time. Um, he just got to get his life together, bro. I mean, there's one thing my father said all the time, man. Don't nobody care what you're going through, dog. And I'm not saying it to be a jerk, but it's just how that works. No one cares. No one cares that Tank is going through it. Nobody cares. That's the hardest part about it all. But I'm gonna ask you guys this: putting Tank aside, what do you guys think about the fans that's defending him so hard? It's a brother in my crew that's defending him tooth and nail. What you guys think about him? What you think about people going out of their way to defend Tank?
Go ahead, Free.
I didn't I didn't hear the last part you said. You kind of cut out on me.
No, I said it's even in my crew. I got a cat that's defending Tank tooth and nail. What do you guys think about everybody? All these people defending Tank and the stuff that he's done.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't really call it. It just it's a it's a situation where a lot of people have a lot of feelings built up because they wanted certain things to happen that's not happening. So I mean, people gonna feel the way they feel. I mean, I'm not here to say, oh, you can't feel like that. I'm not here to say you should feel like this. I mean, they're gonna feel what they want to feel. But I mean, I'm all about what's going on inside the ring. I'm not tripping off of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I respect it.
I ain't tripping off that either, Free.
So let me ask you guys this: without a lot going on in boxing, what do you guys think happens in November? You think if Devin Haney wins this fight, he's going to unify, or what do you guys think? You think Brian will be able to unify? What do you guys think?
I think it definitely be a unification. If Devin Haney wins, I could see him definitely trying to unify. If Brian Norm, matter of fact, I'll say the same thing about B Norm. If B Norm win, then I see him trying to unify and get to that. This is going to elevate. This is going to change his life. I know his life's already changed, but it's going to change his life even more if he goes out there and knock out Devin Haney or beat Devin Haney. You know what I mean? His paydays is going to go up. He's going to be. He'll be able to position himself like, look, man. You know what I'm saying? I beat the Devin. So what's up? You know what I mean? Let's unify. Everybody's gonna go after Barrios and Rolly. So we got weak champions. So I'd expect nothing less than unification out of the winner of this fight.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this, man. It's hard not to be a fan of Devin Haney, bro. But go ahead, Free. My bad, Free. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. I mean, the best fights that can be made right now at 47 are all unification fights. So it would be it would be in their best interest to try to unify, because anything else at 47, people they don't really care to see. So I mean, there's really no real good fights at 47 right now, and that's hard to believe, because 47 was always a glamour division. But right now, outside of the unification fights, there's really no exciting fights at 47. So it is in their best interest to try to unify, because that's where the big money at right now at 47. In the past years, it used to be just about every fight you made at 47 was a big money fight. But now 47 is so dry. The only way you're going to get a big fight is by unification.
That's why I said I don't see
ask you a
nothing
dumb
less.
question. Can anybody beat Rolly? I think Rolly whoops everybody's ass. Am I wrong to think that?
You're super wrong.
Because he putting people in their pockets. I don't know if y'all seen Rolly, man. Rolly, that dude can fight.
Rolly can knock out Barrios. I think Rolly can knock him out, especially with that trainer. If he sticks to his game plan, but Barrios is the weakest champ. Who you got? B Norm, Barrios, Rolly, and who's the other one? Free.
The IBF champion who has not been crowned yet.
It's vacant.
The IBF belt is vacant right now.
Okay, so there you go. Well, Rolly.
Oh, that's right. It is vacant.
The best person in the division is. I have to say Brian Norman Jr. because Devin hasn't fought at welterweight yet at 147. So.
Over Rolly? Rolly? Come
Brian
on,
Norman
bro.
will beat Norman. Man. Bro, you tripping. B Norman will knock Rolly out.
You mean, let me say this because that's my guy. I'm not gonna be disrespectful like Prize. I'm gonna just say this. Rolly's beating a lot of people to death. I'm just letting y'all know. Rolly ain't no joke. Rolly's the guy.
He got beat up by somebody. Yeah. He got beat up by my grandpa. What are you talking about?
So what? Your granddad can fight.
Hey, it means nothing. Rolly is beating a lot of people. At 47, Rolly is beating a lot of people. The problem is at 47, I don't think Rolly beats any of the champions. I don't think he beats any of them.
I think he can beat Barrios.
I don't even do this. I don't
think he can beat Barrios.
50. I got 50 on anybody when it comes to my man Rolando Rolly Romero. No one's beating Romero.
So
one's beating Rolly,
no. Listen, I said I believe Rolly beats a lot of guys at 47. I don't believe he beats any of the champions. So you got 50 on Mario Barrio versus Rolly. I got that.
Yes.
You got 50 on Devin or Brian Norman against Rolly. I got that.
That's it. Rolly's going to F them up, bro.
What about if he fights Pacquiao next? Free? He taking Pacquiao?
He's not a champion. He's not a champion. I said the champion.
You don't have to stretch him out. There's and I love B Norman.
BVO talking about any random. BVO talking about any random guy. I specifically said I don't.
I'm talking about champion. There ain't a champion at 47 that can beat Rolando Rolly.
Brian Norman Jr. would knock him out in like 6 rounds.
No, he will not. I got 50.
I got an even better bet. Brian Norman versus Rolly or Devin versus Rolly. I got 50 and 100 push-ups on that. Rolly versus Mario Barrio. I got 50 and 100 push-ups on that one.
I got it. We got it. I'm
now
telling
you heard
you,
that.
man.
Now you hear that right now, Free?
We about to have BVO in this joint buff.
Sweating.
Dude, Rolly is beating people dead. Where y'all been?
Man, what he did his last fight? Okay, he beat.
What guy has he beat dead as of late?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask him. He had one good fight,
Just
and
beat
that
Ryan dead.
man.
No, he did not. No, he did not. Last time I checked,
outboxed him. He outboxed him. He outboxed him.
Ryan, hold on. You said he beat him dead, and I said he did not. When last time I checked, at the end of that fight, Ryan was looking the same way he was looking when he walked in. He was just sweaty. He was looking the same exact way. He didn't have no bruises on him whatsoever. But you said he's beating him dead. The man ain't had not a single bruise on him, but he's beating him dead. Okay. Okay.
BVO, wild dude.
Ryan is the only dead man that don't need no makeup at the funeral parlor because he looked fine to me. He looked fine to me.
Yeah. He just got out. He got dropped and outboxed. You know, Rolly didn't do too much special, but what I did like about Rolly in that fight was that he followed Brother Ishmael's game plan and it worked. You know what I'm saying? That's
it worked perfectly against Ryan.
Yeah, but Brian Norman's going to get in there and knock him out, bro.
Does not mean it worked against anybody else. That means that game plan worked perfectly against Ryan. That's it. That's all you can say about that performance. It worked perfectly against Ryan. You can't say that same game plan is going to work for anybody else.
Crush said you on crack, BVO. Yeah, he's convinced.
Well, you know, Crush ain't had his meds today. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I think Brian Norman will just obliterate Rolly. I like Rolly. He's a personality. He's needed.
I don't think Rolly lasts past 6 rounds with Brian Norman.
That's why I said Brian Norman smoke him in 6, bro. I don't see anywhere from 1 to 6. He's not making it out of the second half of the fight. He's not gonna make it, bro. Now with Devin's not that big of a puncher. But that might go 12. But Devin will just outbox Rolly very easily if he sticks to the game plan.
Like I said, Rolly definitely got power. I give him that, but he still looks like an amateur when it comes to the boxing skills. He looks like an amateur. Like I said, that was a perfect game plan for Ryan because that was Ryan. Mm-hmm. Ryan is a guy that don't have a lot of footwork. Ryan, do you realize Mario Barrio, however we feel about Mario Barrio still has better footwork than Ryan and Rolly put together. He still has better footwork than them.
He's not very good. I've been trying not to call fighters trash and garbage lately, but
you've been wrong before because you said Pitbull wasn't that good. He wasn't going to win that fight, and he did. You said
Pitbull ain't that good, man. He ain't that good.
You thought Rolly was going to beat him. You saw what he did to Rolly.
Yeah, because I just hate Pitbull. I knew deep down inside that was going to happen. I just hate Pitbull that much. That's all.
I know
that's all.
You've been wrong before. I'm just saying. I don't know. Rolly with a guy like Mario Barrio, who is 6'6" with that long arm reach, he'll keep Rolly on the outside.
I think Rolly was knocked about.
He's going to stay away from Rolly's power anyway. So Rolly is the one that got to get on the inside. Rolly going to take jabs to the face the entire time trying to get on the inside of Mario Barrio. He's going to take jabs to the face. Rolly don't have great defense. That man going to take punches to the face on a regular basis.
Well, so you're insinuating that Mario Barrios is better than Ryan?
He's definitely better than Ryan. Definitely.
I ain't mad at that.
Ryan and Rolly has the same thing. They have the
limited
same
skills,
attributes. They limited in skills, and they both power punchers. They have the same attributes. Limit boxing skills, excellent power punches. That's it. That's all it is.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to brother T. Hill. Shout out to my brother TD Sports too. And
right side, Mike. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
There he is. Right side dub. That's what that one dude was calling.
Let me play his drop real quick.
I do it for the children. You can take
What's going on, Dub? How you
What
feeling?
up, guys? How y'all feeling, man?
Good, man.
Man, look, man, my damn throat hurting and shit. So, but nah, everything good. Everything good, man. I just heard y'all brothers cooking, so I had to jump up here real quick. I've been listening the whole time, so. But man, Rolly getting scrubbed up by all them guys at 40.
Stop.
What are we talking about?
Stop, man.
Man,
Hold on.
dude,
You the same dude that said Jermaine
Talk to
Ortiz
him,
gonna
Dub.
beat
Talk
Tio.
to him. Talk
Oh,
to
you
him,
gotta
Dub.
remember Dub is
and the
Dub is-
majority, the people that I talked to and that when we watched the fight, we thought that Jermaine Ortiz won that fight. He did a little too much running, in my personal opinion, but I thought he won that fight.
Hey, that's not what the judges said.
But hold on, so but BVO, so you got 100 push-ups and $50 on Rolly against any of the champions, right?
Yeah.
Man, well, hey, you're gonna be getting in shape, bro. You're gonna be
Hold on. Hey, you guys forgetting Rolly is punching like a mule. I don't know what you do.
Man, you wilding, bro.
He punching like a mule, man. What's
Hey,
the first thing Ryan said?
Yeah, Rolly
Rolly can
always get
punch.
cracked.
Let me
Yeah,
say this.
what-
Let me say this.
That man done got
saw-
knocked out so many times. The man chin soft as
I
butter.
told you, BVO. I said Rolly almost unalived Ryan in sparring. That's why I picked Rolly to win that fight, and y'all laughed at me, or you did.
Hey, let me ask you a question, BVO. I mean, you watch boxing long enough. I think your knowledge on boxing is strong enough to be able to answer this question. In Mike Tyson era, he was one of the biggest punchers of his era, correct?
Correct.
How many of the top level guys has he knocked out?
No.
I don't believe that.
My point. Thank you.
I think that he knocked out.
He didn't knock out Lennox Lewis. He didn't knock out Holyfield. He didn't knock out.
He didn't knock
Douglas,
one of the other three kings, or he didn't knock out Lennox or Evander. So it don't.
Hold on, my bad. What was the question for you? I didn't even hear the question.
I don't like having this Mike Tyson conversation.
I said Mike Tyson was one of the biggest punchers of his era. And how many of the top level guys that Mike Tyson knocked out? And I'm considering Lennox Lewis, Holyfield.
When you get to the top level, bro, it's hard to knock guys out at the top level.
Exactly,
You know
that's my point. It don't matter how much of a puncher you are. If that punch doesn't land, you ain't knocking nobody out.
And if it do land free, your opponent, he probably game too. You feel me? We can take a punch.
He talking about Rolly hits. He punched like a mule kick. It doesn't matter. That mule can kick all day long, but if he kick in the air, he ain't doing no damage.
None whatsoever.
The air gonna be knocked out. The air be sleep like a mug, but that person gonna be still moving around the ring.
And normally the opponent can take a punch. So if you do land, that opponent is just as good as you are because he's fighting another elite fighter. He probably could take the punch.
And look, hey, the ass be knocked out like the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight. They whooped the ass that night. But nah, that's the thing. You can, and I will say this. I gotta say, him working with Ishmael, I figure his delivery system got to get better. It can't get no worse than what it was. And what's the brother name? Bullet? Was it Bullet?
Bullet Gibson or Bullet
Gibson.
Bullet Gibson. Yeah.
It can't get no worse than it was there. Ishmael, he a hell of a trainer, so Ishmael Salas. But I figure his delivery system would get a tad bit better. But I mean, I just don't expect much from Rolly, bro. Like I just don't expect much. But once again, I had a 24-hour live I had to do because I didn't expect much from Rolly. Gave Ron the tag with too much credit.
I picked Rolly to win that fight, and BVO grind me up. BVO was like, "Prize, you've been watching. I don't watch boxing." And BVO went on and on about. And I said, "I think Rolly gonna beat him."
I told y'all what it was.
Based off that sparring, Rolly was tearing him up. Ryan knew that Rolly could punch. So when Ryan got dropped, he ain't never recovered.
Who can take whose punch? And Ryan couldn't take Rolly punch, so he decided to stay away.
You saw that in
that's
sparring.
how Rolly won.
And speaking of sparring, did y'all see that lump on? Did y'all see that lump on Canelo head that Boots Ennis left off on Canelo? Y'all saw that?
I ain't seen no lump.
bro.
I saw
I don't care what it
I saw a
was.
little bit of swelling.
I saw a
I saw a
lump,
little
a
bit of
knot.
swelling,
I
but
saw an abrasion, a nice little knot on his head, and then the other day he had a black eye, letting you know they in having
Oh
intense
my
sparring.
God.
It's intense.
Now you had a black eye.
He did. Go look at the picture. I don't make up the pictures. I'm just going by what I see.
Y'all niggas is crazy with this,
I'm just
man. It's
man. Go look it
sparring,
up,
bro.
man. I'll send it. I don't care.
Hey,
They let me know they
where you
having
seen this at?
intense sparring if there's black eyes and knots.
Where you
They
seen this
fight.
at?
I mean, I'll send it to you. I'll say
All
that.
right,
I'll send it to you.
all I'm saying, I mean, hey, it's sparring, it's sparring. It could have
No
been a
doubt.
headbutt.
No
It could have
doubt.
been a headbutt that happened in there. You don't know. I don't know what happened. So, I mean, it is what it is.
That gave me the impression that him and Boots had intense sparring, bro. That's what the impression that left with me. But it's sparring, like you said. I don't want to get I'm one of the ones that say I'm not real big on that. But if I see something in sparring, I will point it out. Like I pointed out.
How can you say you're not big on that? You just said
I
something about a
said that
knot
if
on the
I see
man's head.
something, let me finish. If I see something in sparring, I will point it out. Like how I seen Rolly almost unalive Ryan in sparring. So when I'm watching them about to fight, I'm like, man, after Rolly hit him like that, the same thing gonna happen, and that's what happened. And then Ryan got on his mountain bike and he rode through the city and through the mountains.
But we seen some
yeah.
dude. I didn't even know who the dude was. Damn near killed Rolly in sparring. So you think that
Hey,
man? I don't even know who that guy is.
Yeah, that Jahan Dotson.
Okay, that's who that
Yeah,
was.
Jahad Dotson, yeah.
Hmm.
You think if he get in there with Rolly now,
Yes, I
8
think he
ounce
could beat
gloves?
him. Yes.
Okay. All right.
If Jahan Dotson is
That's
doing the
the
right things in his life and he takes boxing serious and he comes in there 100% trained and focused, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't believe nothing that goes on in sparring. I told y'all, is one man working on something, is another man trying to prove a name for himself. So I don't believe nothing.
When you get knocked out of sparring, you got to take that in consideration. Not a knockdown, but knocked out, like stopped. You got to take that in consideration, bro.
Okay, so did you take it in consideration that
Daniel knocked out
that
Usyk.
going yeah, I mean that going Big Bang. I mean Big Baby Anderson knocked out Tyson Fury. You think he gonna knock out Tyson Fury in the ring?
He has a chance if he comes in shape.
No, no,
Big
no, no,
baby,
no, no, no,
no,
no,
no.
no,
Oh,
no.
wait. I got it messed up. You said Big Baby Anderson,
Yeah, Big
Gerald.
Baby Anderson.
Um, you know I hate him, Free. So you walk me down, Free, because you know I hate that nigga. So you got me. You walk me down. I can't. It is what it is. Cause you just know me, and I hate that nigga so much. But carry on.
You gotta stay consistent, dog. You gotta stay
Big,
consistent.
you
You know
hate
what I'm
Baby
talking
Anderson?
about.
I don't like him.
Yeah,
Why?
he don't like Big Baby
Cause he
Anderson
just
because
he walks
he's a
around
He's
with
from
a
showman.
puppy
Ohio.
dog. He walks around with a puppy dog.
Yeah. He don't
From
like that
Grown,
Ohio.
companion
big
dog.
as he
He don't
is,
like that
walking around with a
companion
puppy
dog.
dog.
He said that when he saw that video with that companion dog and he was crying. He was like, man,
Man, I ain't never let. Man, that was it for me, Free. The man had a puppy dog crying. I said, my son never did nothing like that. Man, that dude is a big man. So see, you set me up. I am consistent, but you set me up with that one. But it is what it is. I could take it on the chin. I'm cool.
This man got a big old dog, a companion dog. Man, this man
I
crying.
was man, Free. I was like, yo, what is he doing, Free? You was just like, I don't know. Everybody, you try to. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. This dude got a puppy dog. He big. How tall is he, bro?
6'5".
6'2", 6'3".
My son's 6'7". If my son was walking around big with a puppy dog, I would be like, yo, son. And I could see if it was like his dog. Like Free got dogs. That's cool. But he not walking around like, you know what I'm saying, crying and holding them and doing stuff. That's different. Man, that dude, man, I have zero faith in that dude, bro. Zero.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that
but
man like 6'5" though. He like 6'5" for real.
Man, I don't. That's crazy. That's like you, Doug, walking around crying with a puppy dog because you can't get because they didn't monetize you or something weird.
Hey,
Or you know what I'm saying?
I get to take the puppy dog on the plane with me, huh?
Yeah, like me, you on the plane with the pup with a big giant pit bull, but he your emotional support dog. Man, come on, man. Like I done took my dog on a plane before,
Hey,
but that was
yeah,
different. He ain't emotional. You know, I don't
uh,
need him. I just doing it because I needed
hey,
to move from north to south.
hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This the last time I'm gonna say it. I mean, BVO might need a puppy dog. He see Deontay Wilder get knocked out.
That's crazy.
Hey, what he said? I cried, man. I cried after
I
this.
cried. BBO said I cried. It's okay to cry.
I did.
Man said his eye his eye was just sweating a little bit. Nothing
Just
crazy.
sweating.
Just sweating a little bit. Hey.
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? Free always bring that up. He said, "Man, I didn't even know you like Wilder." I was like, "Everybody know I like Wilder, bro. What are you talking about?"
Because
that was tough to watch though.
I'm just saying it shocked me because I never knew that you was a Wilder fan. The first time I heard you talked about Wilder, you was talking about, man, why is Wilder sitting here trying to say that Tyson Fury cheated him and this and that? You was going in on Wilder. So I didn't know that you was a Wilder fan. You was going in on Wilder. So I never knew. And then I saw you sitting there upset that Wilder lost the way he did. I was like, oh, this man crying.
Hey man, would y'all still want to see
a whole lot?
That was crazy.
Would y'all still want to see Deontay Wilder versus AJ right now?
Yeah, why not?
No.
I would.
No.
Why not?
No.
Just so I can say I seen it because I didn't get to see Lennox and Riddick.
Now I will watch it. I will watch it, but I don't want to see it. I will watch it.
Well, maybe that's how I feel.
I'm not asking to see that fight. That fight is long gone. I'm done.
I'm done.
Now, when people were saying they was done with Tank Davis and Devin Haney, they was done with Tank Davis and Shakur. That's how I'm feeling about Deontay Wilder and AJ because this goes much further back. This goes back 8 years that we were trying to get this fight. I'm completely done with that fight.
Hey, Free. But there's some hardcore Wilder fans like myself, and there's some other brothers on YouTube that's hardcore Wilder fans. That's like, let's get it. You know what I mean? Let's see it. And
that fight.
You're right though. That ship is sailed though. What?
No, that fight happens tomorrow. I will not have any goosebumps or no bubble guts or none of that. Back in 2019, 2020, if that fight would have been made, man, I'd have been in that joint nervous. Like, dang, I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope Wilder don't get caught. I don't know what's gonna happen now.
But AJ just is shot though.
I'm just gonna be sitting there looking at the joint like.
Okay. I think Wilder can knock him out because AJ chin is that weak. I think Wilder still can knock him out to this day.
What got me?
No, he still can knock him out. I think both of them can knock out.
AJ fought Ottawa Lane. AJ gonna fight Ottawa Lane and Wilder fight Big Zane. I'm like, what? That don't make no sense.
No, that's like waiting 8 years for Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe, and then they finally fought. They finally decided to go ahead and fight when both of these guys they've been beat up and bruised and battered and they ain't at the top of the game no more. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I feel you, Free. Maybe that's the way I feel, but I still think if it happened, I would love to watch it, and I just still hope Wilder would knock him out. I still think he can. AJ is just as shot as he is, bro.
That's where the thrill is gone from me because I didn't see AJ get knocked out so many times. It's okay if Wilder knock him out. Okay, AJ he's been knocked out before. I wanted Wilder to be the first one to knock him out. I wanted Wilder to be the first one to knock him out. Oh, I wanted AJ to be the first one to knock Wilder out.
He ducked. There's nothing we could do, but AJ could blatantly duck. Blatantly.
And that was the reason. That was the reason why I wanted Wilder to be the first one to knock them out because he was ducking Wilder for so long. And then and it was the opportunity for AJ to be the first person to knock Wilder out. That is gone. Wilder been knocked out twice.
Why did Al Heyman sell Charles Martin belt? Why he didn't throw Wilder in there with him to let Wilder have 2 belts? I never understood that move. Why did he sell the belt to Eddie? Because Eddie said he was going to get the AJ fight.
At that time, it was more money for Martin to fight AJ than it was for Martin to fight Deontay Wilder. It was more money involved.
So they sold
They
the
gave
belt.
Martin,
Wilder
they gave Martin $5
Wilder
million.
wasn't a big name at that time. He wasn't a big name. Now Wilder was a big name. I'm
He had the
almost
belt,
certain,
didn't he, Free?
he had the belt. He wasn't a big name. It was not a big name. It wasn't a big money fight. It was a big money fight for the AJ fight because AJ was selling out in the UK. Wilder
Quickly,
wasn't
yeah.
selling out like that. A lot of people
So-
didn't know who Wilder was. He was
So
starting to
Uncle
make a
Al
name for
sold the
himself.
belt.
I mean, you could say he sold the belt. I mean, like I said, it was the money that was involved. It was more money for the company fighting AJ than it was fighting Wilder. He
So he
wasn't a
sold
big
the belt.
name.
Right, BVO said he sold the belt.
No, it's
That's what I
Martin
was-
that sold the belt. It's not Al Heyman. Al Heyman was going to take the money wherever
Well, I'm saying
the
the
bigger money
PBC
was.
is the WB. What belt was it? WBA.
No.
What
It
did
was
Martin
the
have?
W.
IBF?
It was
I think it was the
IBF.
WBA. I
IBF.
think it was the WBA or IBF, whatever. But the thing is, Al Heyman was going to put the belt on the line wherever the bigger money was. The bigger money at that time was with AJ, so
He
that's where the money went.
sacrificed it.
That's where
Yeah,
the
he
belt went.
did.
Either
I
way,
just
the
thought
belt
that I
would have
thought he
been
should
up
have
for
did that
sale.
for Wilder. I thought even though Wilder wasn't a big name, he probably should have tried to unify Wilder. Imagine if Wilder was unified. That would have even been even better.
Nigga, if that was your company, you was going to do what was best for your company at that
Yeah,
time. You don't know
I get
that.
it. Yeah.
You didn't know that Wilder was going to be a huge name. You was hoping
Nah,
that
you
he
didn't.
would
You
be.
really didn't. He really has a dope
Wilder was,
he really has a dope underdog story if you dig into it.
yeah.
For sure.
Wilder was a guy that started fighting at 19 years old. Nobody expected him
And
to
won
do
a
what he
bronze
did.
medal.
And
That's
so,
what's crazy to me.
nobody
He did his
expected
thing,
Wilder
man.
to do any of the stuff that he did.
Hey man, I just need real quick. Be free. I was about to say be free and
Be free.
BVO and DVO.
Be
BVO
free.
and free. All right, when y'all debate, y'all got to debate in the out of order promotions. All right, out of order promotions taking over.
Yeah.
So y'all got to debate on the out of order.
I support out of order promotions. And shout out to the other one. I'm not allowed to say the name up here, but
I
shout out
mean,
to the
if I'm gonna let you know now, if I'm debating on out of order promotion, dog, it's gonna be all kind of name callings and everything because it's out of order.
I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem whatsoever. Hey, Jago
I seen
win.
you up there on I seen you on the
don't know what he's
channel.
talking about.
I seen you on
Goofy ass
Brothers
goofy.
BF channel, and you was cooking up there, and BF was like, "Yo, you should come through, Free." Free was like, "Nah," you know. And people was in the chat like, "Damn, Free, you know what I mean? You too good for us." It was funny. They already knew. Free was like, "Man, it's about 5, 6 over them that could give me a run for my money." But
They decent.
yeah,
They decent. They decent.
yeah, Free was like, "They decent, yeah, Free." I was like, "Yeah, Free." I was driving, I couldn't text, but I was like,
You
"Damn, I
know,
wish I was
I said, I
stable."
want them to go through the amateur rankings first. BVO,
Yeah.
BF started laughing. He was like, "Come on,
Right.
Free, come on."
Right, come on, Free. I was like, nah, yeah, Free. That's talk your ish. I was driving. I wish I would have been in there. I was listening though.
They gotta go through the amateur. They gotta go through the amateurs. Once they become a pro, then they can step in the ring with the champ.
With
They
the
can
real
step in the ring with
champ.
the champ once they.
Just
No,
let
but
y'all know,
he got
STN, we got the real champ.
They got some decent guys over there though. They got some
Right.
decent guys that.
we about to.
that be talking
I
their
got.
ish.
I
Dub,
got.
why don't you
I
get
got
into it, Dub? You know,
I'm a promoter. I got an undisputed guy. He the next undisputed champ in my opinion. I'm just telling you the truth. But we gotta see. We gotta see.
I don't know.
My guy, Stay Dangerous. He went out of order promotions. He a champion now.
Yeah, he cool.
And my guy Joe Breezy. Joe
He
Breezy.
cool.
That joker. He be.
He's the real next up one.
Yeah,
Unless BVO get in there. BVO get in there, then they all done. But
I was
BVO and Free get in there.
BVO
That's
get
over.
smoked. He'll get smoked by Joe Breezy, bro. I'm
Who
just telling
would?
you the truth.
Yeah,
BVO.
that was
Stop
that was a
playing.
good that was
Telling
a
you the truth.
good
Man,
debate.
that boy ain't
by,
been
Joe Breezy.
man, but the BVO did have some debate. Don't sleep.
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand.
I
How
know the
it's scored.
format. I see what's going on. BBS got the clock and they got the 2-minute rounds. I get it.
And you
No,
Like
but see, the
battle
thing
rapping.
is,
and the
the
way
thing
that
is, it's not a judging. It's not judging. You go based
Right.
off of how many points that you came up with, and you can knock off some of the points by debate by debunking some of the stuff they said, or go at some of the stuff that they said, so you can knock off some of their points. But it's not a judgment. It's just who make the most points. Whoever
Right.
has the most points at the end of the debate wins. It's not based
Wins.
off who debated
Who
better or anything
right,
like
who
that. It's
flowed
based
better,
off
who
how
had a
many
better
points.
delivery, don't matter, none of that. That's why I said BVO could easily go in there and cook some of them dudes. Some people in there that never won. They like
No,
0 and
yeah,
2.
BVO say like a format
He'll
like
beat a
that.
lot of them
BVO
guys.
can probably at a format like that. BVO probably win a lot of
He
rounds.
can
He
get a
probably win a
belt.
lot. Yeah, you probably win a lot of
Yeah,
rounds
I
because it's
think
not.
BVO can get a belt. The
I
way
think
that BF does it, I think BVO can get a belt. I don't have the patience to do it. So they're like, damn, Prize, you talk all that ish. I don't have the
No,
patience. I was
BVO,
probably
yeah,
been
because
flipped out.
BVO say a
BVO,
lot of
he make
points.
points. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. BVO
yeah,
can
BVO
drop
say a
some
lot of
points
points.
in. Exactly. So that's what I'm
But
trying to
see,
say. BVO can get a belt over there on BFTB, but if he has the
no,
time, but I know
he
BVO got
probably
a
do.
lot. BVO got a lot of stuff going on. You know, he moving around during the daytime, but it might be tough to come on that early. He's shaking or moving, so that's the only
No, but
reason he ain't over there. Is the timing factor.
Oh,
no,
he be up
I
there
mean,
sometimes. It be so funny. BVO the funniest guy that ever get on the panel, bro. He be having
Yeah.
them guys so mad up there.
Yes.
They be so
yeah.
They
mad
be
up
so in
there.
their feelings,
Hey,
bro.
when he say Shakur Sanchez,
Yeah.
oh man,
They go
the
crazy.
Shakur fans be like,
It's a couple YouTubers that BVO had in their feelings. They be wanting, but that's let you know who he is
hey,
No,
one of the
yeah,
best trolls out there.
ever in the history of
that
trolling.
format work that format works well with BVO because like the format that
Hmm.
we use, I can debunk all of BVO's points based off of my daggone my I
Rebuttal
forgot
round.
my rebuttal round. I could debunk all of his points, but over there is a little bit different
Hmm.
because you got a time and you're trying to get as many points as you can.
Hmm.
You
Got to be
might
quick.
not be able to debunk all of those points
Right.
because you trying to knock off as many points. So over there, it might work out for BVO. That might be a better format for
And
BVO over there.
before BF kicked it off, he had entered. I sent the video to BVO. He said, "I'm gonna put BVO in there. I think BVO can. BF said something. He put him in there, and I was like, "Yo, you might want to go holler at BF. Yo, he's inviting you to debate in his new thing he's coming up with." And I think BVO can fry most of them dudes. I think he can get belts over there easily. It's like it's a couple bucks. Shout out to Dank Father. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Did he win his belt?
No, he lost. He lost to
Oh
Stay
damn!
Dangerous.
See, I missed it. I missed it that day.
He lost to Stay
Yeah.
Dangerous. He lost to
Yeah.
Stay Dangerous.
Oh man! All
Like
right,
And,
I
I'm
mean,
and,
still
and
rocking with Dank.
a guy like see
go ahead.
Neri over there.
Nardi.
What's the guy? Neri
Nardi,
Nardi,
yeah.
Nardi. I'm saying Neri.
He's
Joe
Nardi.
he's
Breezy.
Um, Joe Beasy. Preacher Man.
Preacher Man's tough.
Um,
But Preacher
Fight Sport.
fight.
Who's the guy that Joe Breezy went against yesterday?
B
I
Hayes.
missed it yesterday, man.
B Hayes.
B Hayes.
Yeah, B Hayes nice.
He's another good one. Yeah, he's another good one. Is another guy. He had Tony Review over there. I don't know if Tony Review's still over there.
Did
I
he
think
win?
after he lost his belt to Rachel, he lost his belt to Rachel. Once he lost his belt to
Yeah.
Rachel, I haven't seen him again.
Everybody
Nah,
lost
Tony,
their
So I don't
belts
know
to
if he's
Rachel.
over
but
there.
Tony been sick. He been sick. So
Oh, okay. Shout out Tony.
Okay.
Everybody lost their belts to
But
Rachel,
yeah, he
though.
got he
Rachel
got
was
he got
tough
a
over
few
there.
guys over there that's real good, especially with the format that he has. There are a lot of real guys. Like if they was debating me in the format that we use, which is similar to the one that Knockout used, they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't win a
Yeah.
lot of
You
rounds
get fried,
because
yeah.
it's a lot of stuff that they say that I know is false and I would catch them on it.
yep.
But over there, it's not so much catching them in lies, it's how many points you can make.
Yeah. Which I like. That's how boxing should be scored. How many points you scored, like. But nevertheless, that's some dope ish. But I think I would love to see one of my STN brothers get in there, either Freezy or BVO. Dub is the promoter. I see the other promotion company and I rock with them too. Shout out to them. But
No, I rock with
Dub,
him too. I rock
I
with him
rock with
too.
them, but I'm
The order
letting y'all
take
I'm
over.
out of
Order
order
take
all
over.
day. I'm out
Absolutely.
of shout out to the other promotion. I can't say the name, but shout out to all the
Hey, we got
sisters,
a
brothers over there.
we got a fire show tomorrow. Me and Dub.
Hmm.
We're gonna kick it off early, and it's not gonna be a long show. It's gonna be roughly about an hour, but it's a fire show. I shout out to B3 for the thumbnail.
Yes.
That's a fire thumbnail too.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Y'all need to y'all
Yeah.
if y'all YouTubers need thumbnails, y'all need to go look. Y'all need to go holler at B3 Picks, bro. I'm telling
Nah,
y'all.
hold, man, hold, no, we good.
Hold on, you
Unless
out
they
of
gonna
order,
pay
man.
them, unless they gonna
How
pay
am I out
them.
of
Hey,
order?
no, it's out of
They
order because if
competitors?
you hollering at if you hollering at our people for the thumbnails, it's a charge.
Yeah, which
They ain't
they
charge
pay.
you
That's all.
nothing.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't talk. I didn't want to just talk of B3's business. That's why I say holler at him. I
Okay.
didn't
That's
say
a
nothing
charge.
about nothing. That's go
That's a
talk
charge.
business with B3. That's what I meant by that. Not oh, it's free. That's not what I said. I said holler at B3 if you because he's one of the best in the business. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I didn't say it
I ain't
was
gonna
going to
lie,
be free.
he made me retire because he didn't took what I was doing and he
No,
better
nah,
faster.
you
So
should. Nah,
shout
you
out to him.
nice too. You should keep doing what you doing, homie. For sure. You nice with them joints too, though.
Yeah.
Them thumbnails take too long to get right. So shout out to B3. I'm with
Yeah.
B3.
Yeah. B3 is that if y'all wanna, like I said, if y'all other YouTubers want thumbnails, go holler at B3, bro. He got that ish.
Hey man, let me ask y'all this question.
It's
So
gonna be a fee.
I'm gonna be live tonight, right? And one of the topics gonna be what y'all think about Errol Spence versus Charlo,
Mm.
man? What y'all
Mm-hmm.
think about that fight?
Mm-hmm.
First off, do y'all think it's real?
Hey,
Second, who would you pick to
I
win?
said it earlier when I was on. I said it earlier on B3. That was something that I was thinking about a couple of days ago when we was talking about who should Earl come back with and who should Jamel come back with. But I just thought because Jamel had shot it down in the past, I was like, okay, they probably not gonna do it. But it makes sense. Both of those guys been out since 2023. And what better way to come back? You come back to a big fight. You come back against Earl Spence and Jamel Charlo. That's a huge fight in the state of Texas and in the boxing industry. That's
Mm-hmm.
a big fight. I mean,
Yeah.
that fight is going to
Houston
sell
or
out in
Dallas
Texas.
is
They
gonna be
put that in
big.
AT. They put
Hey,
that
we
in
stepping
Dallas
on Earl, man.
and Jerry's World. They put that in Jerry's
Whew,
World. That joint going to sell
whew,
out. You're going to have
On that,
all of
whew.
Houston there, all of Dallas there. That joint going to sell out.
man, you have all of damn Irvington, Texas up in that thing if they do that in Dallas, boy.
You're gonna have all of Houston, all of Dallas. You probably have some of Austin, some of San Antonio up in there.
Man,
You
you
gonna
gonna
probably
have
have
all the
some of
Texas
Hey,
Killeen up
there.
Dub.
in
It's
there.
gonna be all the
To answer
Texas.
your question, Dub, I think that Earl can beat him because Jamel has been off long. I know Earl been off long, but
Stop.
Jamel, hold
Stop.
on, can I
Well,
finish?
let
See, see, that's how they do the black man. But it's all good. I love you anyway, brother.
Now you sound like BVO. Wow.
Yeah, I've been hanging around you for about 25 years. So, but nevertheless, I
well,
think that Earl can beat him because he's been off. I know he's been off, but so has Mel. But Mel got to come down from that Canelo weight at 68. But I know Earl blow up too. But I just think Earl would beat him.
Hey, I'm a agree with Prize, but not for the reason that Prize just made.
That's
The
cool.
reasons that I believe that Earl will probably win that fight is because Earl has more heart than Jamel. He has more
Mm,
heart.
Oh,
He's
stop.
not gonna. He's not gonna.
that's
Stop.
He's
tough.
not gonna quit. He's not gonna quit. He's not going. He's not
He
gonna give up
definitely not
when the
gonna
tough
quit.
get going. We saw Jamel pretty much the tough got going, and Jamel said, "Nah, I'm gonna go first. I ain't gonna let the tough get going. I'm gonna go ahead and
Man,
go."
that's
So
tough.
I think Earl has more heart than Jamel. So I will favor Earl. Now Jamel can prove me wrong, but I think Earl has more heart than him.
He ain't
what
no
you?
think.
Hold
He
on, hold
does.
on.
Hold on.
Jamel,
What?
let me say this. Let me say
Yep,
this.
I was coming
Jamel
to you.
stepped in there. Jamel stepped in there with the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. And stepped to him, right to him. Came to his weight, everything. And we came up short. But at the end of the day, man, we
Came
stepping on
up
Earl,
real
bro.
short though, man.
Who is
We're
we?
gonna have a shark fry.
He
We having
came
a
up.
Who is
shark
we?
fry.
Who is
You
we?
know, BVO part French,
Hey,
Dub. Why you always ask
I
that,
don't,
Dub? You know he's half
I don't care.
French
I was
and
waiting for
Mexican.
him
He
to finish
Mexican and
because
French
I'm glad he said what he said. I'm waiting for him to finish
and
because I got
black.
a rebuttal for what he
Hold
said.
on, I just want to say this right here. I just want to say this.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I agree with BVO. I agree with Free. I'm gonna just tell you. I agree with a lot of what you said as well. I just think, man, I think that Earl got more heart, but I think, man, Mel. I think he got better footwork. I think than EJ do. I think he the longer, bigger guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
More rangy. I think the jab. because of the reach of Charlo, he got one of the best jabs. I always had that, both of them brothers. Then always had one of the best jabs in boxing.
To this day.
And so, and I think he got more one punch knockout power than EJ do.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that worries me, I went like Free said, when the going get tough, the tough get going, and that's EJ. EJ he gonna step.
What
to
if
you.
Earl get to his body though? Earl,
and that's the point. He gonna step to you, and that pressure. If you get caught in that corner, man, you in trouble.
Earl gonna tee off.
Yeah.
Earl lets his hands go. Now, whether he does, if he comes back, that remains to be seen. But for what the Earl that I know, he gonna go out swinging, bro.
See, I'm glad that BVO said what he said. He said Jamel got in there with the #1 pound for pound fighter, and he did what he did. Yeah, I'm glad he definitely did. He definitely did. But see, the thing is, Earl got in there with the current #1 pound for pound on some people's pound for pound resume. I mean, pound for pound list. Earl got in there with the current #1 pound for pound, and he didn't step away. He kept going at him. They literally had to stop the fight because they had to save him from.
He was going to be unalive if they didn't. He was willing to do it.
He wasn't trying to stop.
Right.
You heard what Jamel said. Man, at least I didn't get knocked out. I ain't get knocked out though.
Yeah, that he
was happy that he was knocked out.
Hey, look,
he's good enough not to get knocked out. Too, he's good enough.
Now we criticize when Berlanga when he did that nonsense talking about I ain't get knocked out and went on a world tour parades in Puerto Rico.
He got smoked.
Hey, he lost every round in the damn fight, and then but he didn't get knocked out. Well, how we gonna praise Charlo for getting in there, and Charlo in there taking knees and everything? I'm like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
When Canelo left hook Berlanga, it wasn't as bad. Carlos' knockdown was a little bit more delayed, you know?
I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. That's it.
Yeah. But I still think that Charlo can. I think that Dub, and you know what? I agree. He is rangier. He's all that, you know. But I feel like the weight cut is where Earl gonna get him at. As long as Earl be big.
I got a question for y'all. Who is more determined to be back at the #1 spot? Is it Jamel or is it Earl?
I would go with Jamel on that specific question, 100%.
You said who gonna be more determined?
I think it would be Mel.
Yeah, who you feel is more determined to be #1? EJ. I was about to say the same thing. I think
EJ is much more determined.
Only took
much
one
more
loss.
determined.
We was undisputed. What are y'all talking about?
I don't know who we is.
No.
I don't know who that is.
The French people.
What you mean? The man went from we to we on another person. I mean, you on both sides of the damn field.
When he black, French, and Mexican,
he
can do all the best of both of the worlds.
That man was we when it was Canelo. We now that it's Jamel. That man on both sides of the field. But see, the thing is, Jamel knows what it feels like to lose twice. Earl lost once. And he trying to get that win back. He like, man, I want to get out of this daggone losing section. I ain't trying to go out as a loser. Jamel,
don't do it to Jamel. Jamel gonna beat the thighs off.
No, Jamel knows what it feels like to lose twice now.
Man, Jamel want to break Earl's face. I want to get Earl hurt, man.
We not getting anybody hurt. That's EJ is the one who tell you he don't want no tune-ups. So that's him coming back to a tough fight.
EJ was also the one that initiated. EJ was also the one that initiated the fight with Jamel. Jamel was the one like, nah, I don't want to fight him, man. That's my boy. So when you got that mentality that you don't want to fight him, that's your boy. You always got that mentality because it's not like they are beefing; they still boys. So if he already had that mentality, he's going to feel the same way when they get in the ring. He's going to still feel like, man, I can't do this to my boy like that. EJ like, man, I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to get this win. I don't care if you my boy or not. We're going to be boys afterwards.
Hey, like Mike Tyson said it best. If you my boy, let's make some money together.
Yeah, he said that, but he never fought Riddick Bowe. That's all talk.
Man. All right, one fight. Come on.
It was a known fact Riddick Bowe and Tyson is homeboys. So known fact.
I ain't got no problem. Shout out to Big Dog Willie in the super chat with the $2. Shout out to you for coming through, Big Dog. He said, I told you so. What did it say? Tour Jake Paul versus Tank November. Okay. Hey,
Big Dog will be
he was
hilarious, man.
Big Dog was right. Hey, he the truth teller. I call the brother the truth teller now. He the truth teller. I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him when he said it. I didn't believe him. I wanted to touch on one more thing that y'all brought up earlier.
I mean,
go ahead first.
No. I was gonna say I didn't care either way.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
You know,
But go ahead, what you say?
I was gonna say,
Okay.
man, y'all asked the question earlier. You know what I'm saying about Tank and if he was gonna fight, if he were ever gonna fight Shakur and anybody. Man, I'm done, and I had to. I'm done listening to what YouTubers say. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to what these fighters say and taking them at their word for it until they lie, and they show that they lying. Tank told you that he don't plan on fighting no more after this year. So I don't know why I would expect this man after he already told us that it wasn't gonna be no Lamont Roach fight. After the fight, he said, "No, that fight is not next." That's what he said when he called out Jake Paul back in December.
Yeah, he did.
And he made it. And so I'm just going off of what that brother said. I think this is his cash out fight, and he out. I think he done after this. It is what it is. The man told us he ain't got nothing else to prove in the sport of boxing. In his mind, he did what he was set to do, and that was to make the money and get his family out the situation they was in. And he done did that. And so I'm gonna hold that man to his word, and I'm saying that he gonna retire after this.
I mean, you can believe that. I'm not saying you're wrong for believing that, but you also gotta say what he said in entirely. He said, "Yeah, I do want the rematch with Lamont Roach. It's just not gonna be next." So he said he do want the rematch. It's just not gonna be next. When
he also never said it was gonna happen.
That means,
but he also said it was going.
He don't want no rematch.
Yeah, he said down the line, so that's no guarantee. You're absolutely right, Dub. That's no guarantee at all.
And how much money is he getting? That's what I want to know. I mean, and I usually don't pocket watch. I usually don't care. But since he's doing this, if it's not lucrative, he could have fought one of the the top guys. If he took come off his high horse and take some turkey money, what he giving Usyk in there? You don't think Tank can't get that?
It's lucrative for him because according to the reports, and I looked it up, he's getting 40 million.
That's that's about what I heard right there, about 40 million. But
and I did as well.
They came out. Somebody came out today talking about 200 million. I'm like, who said that?
Boy is a. I ain't gonna say, man.
The fight is only $100 million. Jake Paul is getting 60, and Tank is getting 40.
That sounds about right to me.
So, my brother
I don't know where the person heard.
Salute, brother Bruce.
Million. I don't know
503 lines. Salute.
That man.
Shout out Big Dog Willie.
Whoever said that is just they just be riding Tank hard. They be riding Tank hard because
brother Big Dog Willie. Yes, you did. You did say that a minute ago. It's confirmed.
They do be riding, man. 200 million. That's crazy.
That's crazy word. But get out of here.
Bro, if Tank get 200 million, that means that Jake Paul got to get.
Who said it?
Well, I don't really care. All I'm saying,
I know.
If Tank if that's true, that means Jake Paul got to get at least 250 million.
Right.
We talking about a $500 million fight at this point.
Man, Netflix ain't giving out no 500 million.
No,
come on, man. This is crazy.
You got it. You're not gonna have. All you had to do is say, "Look, I give you $100 if you can show me where that report is at. I guarantee you they can't produce it because it ain't nowhere you're gonna find where they getting $250 million.
It's crazy.
And nowhere you're gonna find where they getting $250
million. A lot different. What I heard was Tank is guaranteed 15, and Jake was guaranteed 20. That's what I heard from my homeboy who worked with MVP. I heard the numbers are a lot more modest than people think.
You said you heard what?
And I could
I
believe it
heard
too,
they were going to
BBO.
give Tank 15 million and they were going to give Jake 20 million. I heard the numbers were a lot more modest than people thought. It's not like these huge, crazy numbers.
I think
And
it'll be the
Because Netflix
40
won't even
sounds
give you.
right.
Because you guys got to remember, Jake Paul has to put the whole production on. They don't pay for production with Netflix. They just give you the money. They don't pay for no
No, I know.
production.
I mean,
he got to
putting the
get the
production
venue.
on. Yeah, he
He
got to
got
put
to
the
pay the
production on.
people, pop the popcorn, get the drinks, get the ushers, the ropes.
No. All that
venue,
comes from the sales. That comes from the sales, the ticket sales, and the
what I'm saying is what I'm saying is they don't pay for the production. They only want the show. It's not like it's not like a show where they pay for production fees. They don't pay for production fees.
That's any promotional company. Any promotional company they put on a fight, they gotta pay for all that. No, that's not.
They're not a
that's
promotional
unusual.
company. This is a platform, though.
No, it
he's
is
talking
a
about MVP.
promotional
He's
company.
talking about MVP.
Oh,
though.
MVP. Yes.
It's a
Yes.
promotional
Then
company.
he's 100%
So
right. Then.
So that's for any promotion company. They got to put all that on. So you saying
Mhm.
Jake Paul got to pay for this
But
all himself? No,
Showtime,
it's promotional.
HBO
It's
gave you
promotional
budgets for that. They gave you budgets.
Listen, BVO, listen. The promotional company puts it on.
I talked
They
to the
put it
dude
on.
yesterday. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is the promotional company puts it on. They pay for all that. They get a budget. They go to the network. The network give them a budget for the fight. They pay for the venue. They pay for the undercard.
Netflix doesn't do that. They don't do that. Netflix doesn't do that. Netflix is different.
Hold
Netflix
on, BVO, real quick. Let me read a super chat and shout out to Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie said,
I already read it.
You did? Where the hell was I doing there?
You tripping?
Yeah,
No,
okay.
How you know that Netflix don't do that? Which Netflix person you talk to?
I just talked to my guy who worked for MVP. He worked
for
MVP.
who?
He was explaining to me MVP Promotions.
And he said Netflix don't give them no budget.
No, Netflix doesn't give you a budget. Netflix just pays for the show. They give you the money, and you got to provide the production. It's like Amazon. It's the same way with Amazon. Amazon doesn't give you no budget for no production. You got whatever they give you. That's what you pay people out of.
Okay, the promotional company is still the person that pays for all of that. The fighter don't pay for it. It's the promotional company.
No, I'm not saying you missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying the fighter pay for it. What I'm saying it's not like it is with Showtime or HBO or even ESPN where they'll pay to do they used to give you a production budget. They don't give you a production budget. Everything comes from you.
They probably
give you the money.
That's probably because they gave them all of them. They probably gave them. That's probably because they got a deal where Netflix gave them all their money up front. Whatever their contract was, they gave them all that up front.
And then Jake Paul then he distributes
the way that Amazon gave PBC their money up front is probably the same way that Netflix did with MVP. They probably gave them all their money up front, and with this money, you got to put on the fights that you want to put on. This is what you signed up for the contract.
I just said that.
So Netflix does pay for it. So Netflix does pay for it.
What I'm saying is there used to be a thing. What Showtime used to do and what HBO would do, they would say, hey, we got $21,000 for your production. We'll pay for this, we'll pay for that. Here, it's like a Master P hat. It's a straight up production deal. You do everything and we both get paid at the end. And the only thing that kind of is different with Netflix keeps the royalty to the fight forever. You don't get the royalty back. So that's the main thing. You don't get the royalty back.
Either way it goes. The man is getting a nice chunk of change. Like I said, the reports that I seen that came out about the fight is a $100 million fight. Jake Paul is getting $60 million. Tank Davis is getting $40 million. Whatever they getting, it was enough for Tank Davis to say, yeah, I don't think it was no cheap change. Tank Davis ain't fighting for no cheap change. So it was enough for him to say, yeah, whatever it is.
But my dude that worked with Tank said Tank was only guaranteed $8 million to fight Lamont Roach.
Hey, real quick, before we continue this conversation, Prize, read this. Hit Big Dog back into the super chat with $5. Shout out to Big Dog with the $5 in the super chat. Go ahead, Prize.
Oh, salute.
Yes. It says Tank is fighting Pacquiao in the spring, and he doesn't retire. Tank will fight, never fight Roach, Shakur, Devin, etc. Tank will not fight any competition, and it's hard. And shout out to brother Big Dog. It's hard to disagree with that. You know what I mean? Because this
I heard the
payday
same
that he's
thing. I
allegedly
heard the same
getting.
thing, Willie.
But think about it. This payday that he's allegedly getting he's going to take some time off with his family. I think that he should, like I said earlier on 3 Channel, he should
He ain't
take the
taking no
money.
time off with no.
You
He
don't
ain't taking
think
no
that he
time
gonna
off
get
with
this
no
money
family.
and chill?
Not, I ain't gonna take no time off with
Not
his
if it's
family.
Manny Pacquiao.
He ain't got no
Yeah,
family.
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to
I
be
guess
Manny
so.
Pacquiao in March.
Man,
That's crazy, man. I'm not gonna do
Doug,
that. I'm not
they
gonna
said,
believe that.
from what I
I'm not gonna
heard, if
speak
he
that
after this
existence.
fight, they fighting in March. It's supposed to be Manny Pacquiao and
if
Tank
this
in
man
March.
fight Manny Pacquiao, bro, I'm just gonna be
I'm
honest.
done, bro.
I'm done. I'm done after this fight. Anyway. I'm done. But
I'm not, because there's other guys, Dub,
but
like
don't
Devin and
do it. Don't do it.
Brian and
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
I
it. Don't
got
do it.
to, Dub. There's other fighters like
It
Abdul
don't
Mason
matter.
and Antoine and there's a couple guys, man.
The man ain't ever who is toughest competition?
His Tank.
Yes. Who is toughest comp?
I would say Pedraza.
The Shakur.
Oh,
And
wait.
hold
Right
on.
now, who is this? Wait, his right now, like
No. That he's fought. That he's
oh
actually
yeah, I
fought.
would say
Oh,
Pedraza.
Mario,
it's
Mario.
When did he fight Pedraza? What year was that?
I know. I
2020?
don't.
2017,
Yeah,
17,
2007. Look at this. The
I know.
man ain't
I don't want to
he.
sound like one of them
2007.
Glazers, so I know.
It was
So
2017
my
I
bad. I'm
know.
out
when he
of
turned
order.
21.
Now you
Thank
ain't
you.
out of order. We good. It's open panel. You good.
All I'm saying is I could possibly I wouldn't I would man I could possibly see this man fight Manny Pacquiao, and that would be
Man,
one
I
of the
can too.
I don't and
That's
once
the
again.
word on the street,
Now
Doug.
that you put it in my head, I can definitely see that for like 100 million. They gonna pay crazy money for that
Ain't
joint.
nobody paying for that. Who
Who?
paying for it?
I'm talking
Pacquiao
about
made
the
$10
people
million
would
last
pay.
fight.
My fault. I don't want to step on BVO. I'll wait. Go ahead.
No, all I was saying was they paid Pacquiao $10 million his last fight.
Right.
These
For
big
Mario
numbers are not
Barrios?
real.
He made $10 million for
He got,
Mario Barrios?
I
that
believe
was his
that.
guarantee was
Yeah.
$10 million.
I
Man, that's
believe that.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's what his number is. He's
No.
Manny effing Pacquiao. He's an
Who
icon.
cares?
Yeah.
He's
10 million, a lot
everybody.
of
Manny
money, bro.
Pacquiao.
That's a lot of
Bro,
No,
money,
Doug,
Manny
Doug.
you know
Pacquiao
who
is.
cares? You know who cares? Them Filipino people that came to my house. My mom is a school teacher, a popular school
They
teacher.
came to your house.
To my house. Yeah, she's friends with them. And she
Oh,
came
okay.
to the house and they didn't know nothing about
Oh, they
boxing.
all know each other, huh,
And I
Paul?
had a bet with my hold on, listen. I had a bet with my mom and dad, right? And I said, I guaranteed you they're gonna know what I'm talking about. I said, y'all watching the fight this weekend? And they was like, what fight? I was like, Pacquiao. They was like, oh God. They went crazy after that. And that is a fact. Am I lying? Tell them
No,
I'm lying.
no.
I'm not saying
See
you're
the
lying. I'm not saying none of that.
the
I'm
thing
just
Now I'm
is
saying
just
what
saying.
I thought. No, I was
with
just gonna
Manny
say real
When
Pacquiao.
quick.
Manny Pacquiao fight, a
Hold on.
a
I
whole
got.
country shut
Hold on.
down.
I just thought you.
Uh,
I thought you were about to say that they came to your house trying to fight you. The
Oh no,
Filipinos did.
I would have got my AR and got busy because I
That's
can't
what I
wait for
thought you.
somebody to
no,
do that to me. They come to
no,
my
no.
house and act
Listen.
crazy.
When it comes to guys like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, they're not getting
Yeah.
in the ring unless it's a certain amount of money. So
Right.
I can believe $10 million
The 10
for
million.
Mario
Exactly. Me
Barrio
too.
because he's like, no, what am I coming back for? If I'm coming back, you're gonna have to pay me. I'm not coming
How,
back for no $3 million. I'm not coming back for no $5 million. No, you
Nope.
gotta pay me.
how
You
much
gotta
did
pay
the
me double
champion make?
digits.
How much
Mario
did the
Barros,
champion
No, the
he's
make?
just a
champion
belt
made
holder. He ain't a
1.5.
champion, Doug. He's a belt holder.
He made
He probably made a
1.5.
Probably
Y'all
should
gotta
have made
see
a
what the
cool
play was.
million.
No, he
The
made
play
1.5.
was it's the same play that they got going for daggone Sebastian Findor right now. They put Mario Barrio in there with Manny Pacquiao because Mario Barrio is not really a big name, but a lot of people know who Manny Pacquiao is. So now Mario Barrio fought Manny Pacquiao. All those people that was watching Manny Pacquiao, now they know who Mario Barrio is. The same way they doing with Sebastian Findor and Keith Thurman. No, a lot of people don't know who Sebastian Fedora is, but they know who Keith Thurman is. So they're going to know Sebastian Fedora because he just fought Keith Thurman, especially if he beats Keith Thurman. They're going to
Putting
know
them
who
on.
he is because he beat him. That's what the play is.
Facts.
Hey,
Well,
I'll say this,
the
man.
play. All I'm saying, they robbing the bank out here, man. They
Yes,
robbing the
they are. They
damn bank.
stealing. It's a
All I
lot
can
of
say is
stealing
this,
going on,
man.
Dub.
Shout out to Winter Robbins, man. Shout out to Winter Robbins, man.
Man, absolutely, man. Shout out to Warner Roberts, man. One of the realest places you could ever come from.
You know, it ain't no Cleveland, but shout out to him. But I'll say
No,
this:
we small. We're a small town. We ain't.
That
Look,
was crazy.
we might be the 15th biggest city in Georgia or something like that. I don't know what the number is, but we a small town. It's okay.
It's rich people live out there.
You know what I will say. You know the one thing I will say, man. I love the South. I love going to the Piggly Wiggly, man. Have y'all ever been to the Piggly and the Wiggly?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
One of the most fun shops.
Hey,
you gotta go to Food Lion. That's where it's really
so
popping.
on everything I
We got food
love,
lines out here.
Food Lion
Food
be
lines out.
popping down south.
on
That's a
everything I
fact.
love, So when I was a kid, Big Ma,
Yeah.
you know, on Thursdays was Big Ma day, right? My grandma, you know, she a Jehovah's Witness, go out in field service every day, but she used to work at nights, but she always took Thursday off from field service. So me and her would take Big Ma around, you know, we go to Sears, Family Dollar, General Dollar, and we all the last two places. The last place was always either Chick-fil-A or Subway, but before that we went to Piggly Wiggly, and I would always I couldn't go in there. We just let Big Ma shop. My grandma, she'll be in there doing her literature, so I used to get to go outside, and on the side of Piggly Wiggly they had like this little field area that I just go run around and act the fool out there in the field. You know what I'm saying? Until Big Ma was done. So and the Food Line. When my mom moved to Centerville, you know what I'm saying? Centerville, Warner Robin, it's really the same thing. But, you know, you got cities, they right beside each other. It's all the same.
Yeah.
But when we moved to Centerville, we stayed in it's like this little, like a little circle, you know what I'm saying? But it's not a little circle, it's huge. But folks come, they walk and do all that kind of stuff. So where we were staying, there was a Food Line directly beside us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to walk to the Food Line. Matter of fact, the first CDs that I ever purchased for myself, Ludacris CD, Nelly CD. This is a true story. There was a Target right across the street, and that Target's still there, but Target right across the street from the Food Line. So I would ride my bike to the Target to get my CDs. You know what I'm saying? And man, I always have to go through the Food Line parking lot. So hey, I know about both of them places.
Hey, the one thing I'll tell you about the Piggly Wiggly, I remember my grandma say, "I got the spicy sauce meat. Put this on your cracker."
Yeah,
that
sounds me.
Straight with gelatin.
Hey, look, you ever had fried spam? Man, come on.
Yeah,
man.
well, we had fried spam. You know what? What's that? It's like a minced meat. What is that stuff called? Dang, I can't think of it. My granny used to love it. It's like a minced meat. Spackle. That's what he eat. That spackle.
Now we ain't had
spackle sandwich. Man, I'd rather get that spackle sandwich, man. Ain't nothing but like just a pig's ass. That's all it is.
Hey, I'm gonna kill you with this one, BVO. You know what Big Ma used to buy from the Piggly Wiggly?
What was that?
Chicken backs. You ever had chicken backs?
Oh man, chicken backs, man. I hate those. They no meat on.
It ain't no meat. Ain't no meat on.
And the thing that made me laugh, the motherfucker got the nerve to fry them bad boys. He like, what are you frying? You're frying bones.
But the skin be crispy. The skin be crispy.
Oh, the
on
skin.
It,
oh man, you get your skin sandwich with that skin.
That's the best part of it is the skin.
I hated backs, and I used to hate when we get necks, bro. I'd be like, man, who buy this?
Man, them chicken necks.
That's how you know.
I hated livers, man. Livers and like gizzards was decent, but them livers, man, I couldn't stand eating liver, bro.
Man, my grandma used to fry the gizzards so hard, man, you'll break a tooth.
Hey, and then you already know them gizzards gonna be chewy too. You gotta gnaw on them. You gotta gnaw on them to get there.
They smell so good when they fry, but then you eat them, it's straight mush.
What the hell is this, man?
Hey, rest in peace to Ma Sarah. I'm a Ma Sarah.
Yeah, boy, wow.
Eating good. Y'all eating good because she was from Wynn, Arkansas, man. And you know, Ma Sarah, man, she eat anything, bro. She would take stuff out the fridge, leave it on the countertop. I like my stuff room temperature. No wonder you over here is a dog. You know?
But you a wild dude, boy.
He ain't lying. No,
it's a fact. No, he ain't lying. I grew up in the South, man. Listen, I already know.
That was my girl. We used to wrap her door every Christmas. We go up there and wrap her door.
Man, so my great grandmother, Big Ma, she came like when she moved to Winter Robin when my grandmother did. But
damn, Doug, you got to be around your great grandma.
Yeah, man, she raised me. Like when my mama was in,
that is so dope. bro. I
My
never got to.
my
I
mama
still
would be
got
in
my
school.
grandparents, but I never got to meet my greats. My son and my daughters did. They got greats. My grandparents are their greats, but I never got that opportunity. That's dope.
Nah, man. So when my mom went to radiology school, I would stay, and this, from childhood, and Big Ma died my my eighth grade, like well, it wasn't even the summer yet. She died May 26th, so we had just got out of school. I think we got out like the 24th or something like that, eighth grade, and so up until that time, I would always, when I went to school, I would walk home to Big Mother's house. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm talking about when my grandma would be at work, I'd sleep in my grandma's room. You hear Big Mush, she was the one coming down humming, sliding them feet with the she got the flashlight on her. She shined the flashlight on you. But get up and go to the bathroom. You ain't even gotta go to the bathroom, but you ain't for the pee in that bed right there. So nah, that was Big Mom. It
It's
got to a
funny.
point. Me and Big, I mean, so it used to be me during the summers. It'll be me, Big Mom, and the dog. The dog was named Nina. And so me and Nina, we had came to an agreement that we was gonna hang with each other just to stay out of Big Mo way because the first thing that she gotta watch the stories, she gotta watch The Price is Right, and then after that it's the news. So you ain't really want to be in the den with Big Mo. She had her chair and all the switches. Me and Nina, we both got the same switch put on us. So me and Nina, we came to an agreement that we was gonna be outside, or we was staying away and staying out of Big Mom house. That's what we was gonna do.
It's funny when you think about them old folks, man. It brings back such smiles, man. I remember I used to go over there with my aunt Sarah, man, and she tell you a story, and then she just make up songs you ain't never heard in your life. And one day, and it's funny. One day I was singing a song. You know how you remember something that somebody sung that you love, and I end up putting the words to the song in there. Man, Dub and Prize, the song from the Doggone 30s.
Yeah.
And guess who made the song? Cab Calloway. I said, what?
I was on mute, boy. You a wild dude, boy.
No,
Man.
that's true. And look,
I know, but I'm just saying, BVO with his way of thinking is
but
it's super entertaining, bro. Smash the
My
look,
like
grandma,
button.
my mom Sarah be singing the By and By. You be like, man, ain't nobody sung that song in church in 100 years. We didn't
Mm.
get this song.
and she look Big Mo just like that. Look, always, and so she stayed. Her church was gonna be her church. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it take 45 minutes from where she stayed to get to her church. But get what? That
Yeah,
where she was going. And when she had
yeah,
them, she had her hat. She had all the hats, all the hats.
yeah,
And so the funniest thing I remember. So when she used to answer the phone to call somebody, right? She get all her
yeah,
information out immediately. This is Matty
yeah.
Pearl Jones from Warner Robins. Hold on, baby. Wait a minute.
Hey, Mom Sarah used to answer the phone. Praise the Lord. Hey, they don't do that no more, bro. I mean, they can just grab the phone. It could be anybody. This is before call ID.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
No, we had the rotary phone. You know, the one you had to spin out there. That be ticking when you
Yeah,
spin it. You know what I'm saying? If you let it sit there too long, it just start beeping immediately.
man. Shout out to my cousin Son. He used to go to my Aunt Rhea and Uncle Jimmy's house. And my Uncle Jimmy is from the islands. So back then, a nigga from the island, he not gonna be doing too much talking because nobody understand him. And I swear he would be just a mute, bro. He'd be back there sitting in his drawers, man, watching cowboy movies on the TV on 100.
They love them westerns. They love westerns.
He'd be like, this is like the same movie, dog.
Yeah, it's all the same. You just watched it, didn't you? No. And then
Hey, we watch it. Go ahead.
the other thing, you go into the den, it be so hot in there. You mess
Oh
around and fall
man.
asleep, and she used to have the plastic on the furniture, right? So you fall asleep,
Yeah.
man. You be stuck to the damn. You be like, God, all right, don't fall asleep in here no more. So, hey, I remember it used to get so hot, and it ain't like they had central air or anything like that. I'm talking about the air condition that hang out the window. You know, the big backs.
Yeah.
And but you couldn't turn them on. You couldn't touch the air condition, and they would never have them on. It'd be, I swear, I used to be thinking it's 97 degrees in here, and she got she got the blanket over her, like she freezing. I'm thinking to myself, I'm about to die. We about to, Nina, we going outside. Let's go on outside. We about to die. Shout out to Champ Ross.
Man, I know that feeling, Dub. God rest his soul. My grandma passed during COVID time. God bless her soul. I remember we go in there, man. You come in the house on hell.
Why is it so hot?
You be like, it'd be the summertime, and my grandma say something stupid like, I don't want to get stiff. That cold air get me stiff. I be thinking, baby, you stiff because you ain't moved. You just sat
you just sat in the same recliner all day.
Hey, ain't gonna eat like a bird. She only had, it's the thing, because my grandma used to always make me laugh. So she used to love her Diet Pop, Diet Sunkiss, Diet Dr. Pepper, whatever. As long as it was Diet, she was drinking it. And she had a pop in the freezer, and say you just pour the pop right in the glass. Ain't no ice.
Oh no! Hold on, BVO. Look, we used to have we had the ice trays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And mess around and get you some ice and don't refill that tray.
Oh my
Lord.
God!
Oh Lord!
Hey,
you in trouble. And like you said,
my grandma didn't whoop the ass about that, bro. She didn't whoop the ass about not having no ice.
Put hands on you. Why you ain't refill that damn tray? Look, and Big Mo would have, when she put cuss words together, go on and take your shitting ass. Hold on, wait a minute. My what? Take your shitting ass outside.
You know, it used to get me when you bother their juice and they say, man, you selfish. I give you everything.
Hold on. Look, I had a cousin named Deucey, right? Deucey.
Yeah.
And his real name was Marvin's. But so he ended up passing away. But outside, well, I always thought that he was Big Mo's favorite. I was the second favorite now. The second favorite grandson, but Deucey, he was probably 10 years older than me, something like that. Maybe a little, probably a little older than that, actually. Probably about 15 years older than me. But as a child, he would come over, right? And Deucey, he come over and he just talked to Big Mom, but he always get on his phone, walk around and, do what he do. Or get on her phone and walk around, talk to whoever. But he would always get me in trouble. So he'd be like, hey, go in there and we're going to get some orange juice, right? Knowing that orange juice is only for the morning. And she used to have the orange juice that you make out the can. Like, not the can. You ain't had a regular orange juice. You had the one that, like the Minute Maid or something. Yeah. Add the water to it and stuff. And so he would always say, go in there and get us some orange juice. So I go in there and get 2 cups of orange juice. And then he go and tell on me. Big Mom, he gonna tell on me, and now I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there picking switches, so I can get my butt whooped because he done told me to go get us some orange juice. I told her, well, he told me. He said, well, you already know you ain't supposed to touch that damn container. Shit, man, Deuce, man, come on, man, you supposed to be on my side. And he just laughed so hard about it. Man.
And we tried to make my grandma breakfast one time, me and my little cousin. And we made the grits, and we didn't make them right. I don't know what happened. The grits was garbage. so we make the grits, and they not good. So none of the kids want to eat them. And my grandma and granny, they ain't want to eat them. And we ate them. She said, "You gonna eat every drop." And I'll never forget, man. I threw up like a pig. And my grandma, if it wasn't for my aunt visiting, I know my grandma would have made me eat every crumb.
Hey, you ain't gonna waste no food. Yeah. And you're going to sit at that table until you finish that food. You're going to sit there.
Hey, I'm going to tell you one time my cousin set me up. We was at my grandmother's house, and you know how they have the Hershey chocolate bars, and they come in like little squares. So my grandmother had some laxatives, but they looked like chocolate candy bars. She had some laxatives in the refrigerator.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So my cousin was like, hey, grandma got some chocolate in the refrigerator for us. Go ahead, go get one. I already got one. So I go in there and I'm standing there going to join up. He's sitting over there cracking up laughing. I'm like, what you laughing for? He's like, that ain't chocolate. I'm like, it tastes like chocolate. That ain't chocolate. You about to find out in a second.
Man, my grandma was like, all right, y'all can go outside and play. Man, I made a step towards that door, and all of a sudden my stomach just started bubbling. I was like, ooh,
Oh,
I can't go. I gotta go to the bathroom. Man, I was in the bathroom for about a good hour. He was sitting there dying laughing. I came outside and he's sitting on the ground crying. He was like, "How you feel?" I said, "That's messed up, dog. That's messed up. You knew that wasn't no daggone chocolate." He said, "I knew, but I knew you was gonna eat it because you love chocolate." So my
man.
whole insides was gone.
Hey, shout out to Chant Ross. Look, Chant Ross said my grandpa used to make us finish all the food. If you didn't finish it, you had it for breakfast.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And man, Big
He
Monk,
gonna heat that right on up.
Big Monk, she'd be like, no, you're gonna sit at that table until you finish it. The
Yep.
only thing that used to save me was my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because Big Monk lived with my grandma, and my grandma, she the youngest.
Damn, Doug, you lucky, Doug.
I told you I grew up with old folk. That's why I talk the
Damn,
way I
man.
talk now. I grew up with
I
old
grew
folk.
up with old folks too, but I didn't have my great and my grams. I got my grams and I got both my grandparents and my parents. But damn, for you to have your
Oh
great
no, I had
grams
I had
and
I
your
had my
great
I
and
had
your
my
grams is crazy.
yeah, I had my grapes for the majority of my life until she passed away when I was
You did too, free?
yeah. My great grandmother was around
Damn.
until I was about 15.
Yeah,
Mm.
see, like I said, my great grandma died when I think I was 12. So
My great grandmother died when she was early. It was if it would have went like it was supposed to, then yeah. But the way my stuff was set up, I didn't get to meet her. She got this most beautiful. I got a picture of her on my fireplace. She's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. She's like an angel, bro.
I had
man,
my great grands on both sides of my family until I was about 12, about 15, 16 on both sides of my family.
man, one of the reasons now I don't do funerals. I done been to one real funeral, and that was that was Big my funeral, right? And after that, I said, man, I'm not going to no more funerals. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing. I don't know. I just I when and really what it was when I seen Big Mo in the casket and all that. You know, you get to walk up and do all that kind of stuff during the funeral. Seeing her there, she didn't look like herself, and because she didn't look like herself, it really like it wasn't right. Like it wasn't right for me. It wasn't. It gave me just such a different. I don't know the word to use, but after that, I was like,
When,
nah, I'm done. I'm done
when
with the
you
funeral.
It's
when you
hard, man. It's
hey
hard,
Dub,
bro.
did it happen to you the same way it happened to me? Because the first time that I remember going to a funeral was my father's funeral, and when I saw my father in the casket, it didn't look like him because I
Yeah,
my father looks like me, and so I'm looking at it, I'm like that don't look like my father. Did it play the trick in your mind like you was gonna wake up and your grandmother was gonna be there
like it
because
was a
you
dream or something.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it played in my mind. I was like, man, I know my father going to end up coming home from the hospital. That wasn't him in the casket because that didn't look nothing like
That,
him.
and it didn't look
So
nothing. And I know they paid to fix him up and all this kind of stuff, but just and Big Mom, Big Mom, she had her teeth or whatever that she would put in when she wanted to, but the majority of the time she walked around, I was used to seeing her with no teeth, and so now
Yeah.
they got the fake teeth in her mouth and the makeup on her, and it just didn't look like the person that I knew and loved so much. It didn't look like her at all, and it messed with my mind, bro. Like it, and then this is a true story. At the funeral, right? The pastor, they get up there, they start talking and all that kind of stuff. Man, this man, he get up there, he tell a story. I swear to God, this is the story he tells. He tell a story about the truth and the lie. And I don't even know how we got to this point. And the folks they in there cheering and clapping about the story, laughing. And I'm thinking to myself, Big my dad, what are we doing right? But he tell the story. Something about the truth went down to take a bath in the river, had to take his clothes off, put them on the limb of a tree. And then the lie, he went out there and he stole the truth clothes and went back walking into town. And when the people seen him, they said, look at the lie in the truth's clothes. But then when the truth came into town and didn't have his clothes on, they said, look at the truth, the naked truth. And I'm thinking to myself, what this got to do with the funeral? What are we doing right now? Man, after that, I said, I'm done. I said, I'm done after that.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm not going, man, I'm
I'll
not
tell you
going there no
this,
more.
man. I'm reading
Shout
this
out to
book.
Big Dog Willie real quick, BVO. He said his grandmom used to Damn, where'd it go? There you go. He said his grandma used to wear that moo make the best Texas beef chili. And boy, man, oh my God. I can
And
only imagine, brother.
that's the other thing. Big Mo, man, she was the chef.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I get to lick the spoon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When
Yes,
she making
especially
them
when they
cakes.
that cake.
Ooh,
Oh, that little thing, Dub. You know what I'm talking about with the prong? What's the
yeah,
mixer called?
That was my
the
favorite
little
thing.
mixer thing.
The little
That
mixer thing.
yeah,
You
that
can, it
little
got
mixer
like 4
thing.
or 5 other things you can go
Yeah,
around.
That was
it got two of them on there. Well,
Hey,
that
Dub,
was
that's when it's
Hey,
okay to eat raw eggs and batter back
right,
then. If you do
agreed.
that
that
now,
was
you
my
might be in
favorite
the
thing
hospital.
on Sundays. That had that Sunday dinner at your Big Mama house. That was
Uh-huh.
my favorite thing. I was sitting right there while she was making a homemade cake, and I was like, Grandma, I want the bowl.
Yeah.
My brother was like, Man, I want the little joint that goes on the blender. I was like, You can have that. I want the bowl. I want the bowl. Man, I used to
I
tear that
used to
damn
get both
bowl up.
of them. I
I used to
used to
get
get
both. I
both
was the
of them.
only child
I
for a
mean,
long
Did
it was a
you?
time.
lot of us.
Look,
It was a lot of us. You had
I
to
was the
fight
only
over.
one who. I
Yeah,
was the only great
the only.
grandchild that got a chance to stay with Big Man. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else, you know, they
Yeah,
stayed with all my other cousins and stuff.
yeah, I
And
can dig it.
so whenever it was the summertime, they would come over, and you know they'd come kick it or whatever with whatever was going on. And the crazy thing, I knew what was going on. And I feel the one time my cousin Talil, he came over, and that's my Uncle John. He really my great uncle, my oldest son. That's his grandson. And so Talil came over, and that was the one time that I wasn't there with both of them. And at that time, Big Mom fell. And when she fell, that's really that started the downfall of her life, respectfully. But that in my
oh
opinion,
yeah.
that because she fell and then she ended up having a walker after that, and it just she was never the same after that fall. And I felt so bad because man, I'm always here. I'm always here. And I believe because it was the summer. I think I was with my brother in Waynesboro at the time when it happened. And so when I get back and find out what happened, I'm like, man, bro, I felt so bad about not being there, bro. Like that shit, it really fucked with me, bro. It really fucked with me for a minute. As a child too. I don't even know how that works, you know.
Man, Big Dog Willie, you
My
just messed
uncle,
me up with that
I had two.
Texas
I
beef
had
chili, man. You messed me up with that real quick. I need that, and I ain't gonna find that
I done
nowhere
had
in
two
Jersey.
uncles. I had two uncles pass that same way. My uncle, it's crazy. I think I still remember this. My uncle, my
Not
Uncle Herman was
crazy.
trying to surprise my grandma. He was trying to surprise my grandma, and he was at this church. Man, these raggedy steps, fell, broke his shoulder, and man, like Dub said, from there he never was the same. My Uncle Sonny used to walk every day, 2-3 miles. He big dude like me. He wasn't as tall as me. He about 6'3" though, but big dude. And he fell, broke his leg, had surgery, passed away. Man, when you get
Yeah,
old, you got to make sure you don't fall. What's over?
man, that fall is
It's over.
crazy, man. That fall is
Yeah,
crazy.
and it don't be on purpose. It just be a misstep. Boom.
And the thing is,
Life
what
is crazy,
happened
man.
to live, he in the backyard, you know, playing on my goal or whatever. With no, you know, it's all good. But she
Yeah,
went out there to get him, so you know, she got to feed him, all that kind of stuff. And man, I don't know exactly what she slipped on, but when she fell, it just, bro, it just was different.
yeah,
Everything was different after that. And then she hated the walk. She hated that walk. She hated it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
we tried our best. Look, we done put tennis. You know, you put the tennis balls on it. They got the wheels in the front, the tennis balls
yeah,
on the back, and all that kind of stuff. But she never recovered from that fall. And well, it probably was 2 years later that she passed. And
Falls are real when they get older, Dub. My grandfather fell and they effed him up.
the last thing I want to say, the last two my last two real memories of Big Mom. And I'm not saying the most important memories because I got a lot of memories with her. But the last two. So before she passed, she was in the hospital and her potassium was too high, right? And if your potassium gets too high, then it can stop your heart because potassium relaxes the muscles, all that kind of
yeah,
stuff. Hence the reason you don't cramp when you eat potassium. And because it was so high, they had to make her drink this syrup like liquid. And as a child, I'm visiting and I'm watching her gag, and man, it just, bruh, like, man, that's one of the strongest people I knew. Man, Big Ma if she put hands on you, she put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the Big Ma I know. And so those two things, bro, like, man, that shit killed me to this day. Damn.
You know the sad thing is, man, but it's a good thing. My grandmother, man, shout out to Norma Jean, man. I miss you, girl. She was the greatest person I ever knew, man. Greatest person I ever knew. You know what's so funny about that? You think about like life, and you think like, I can't believe there was a woman out here like that who just was all about her family. Man, she loved everybody. Man, niggas are still. My grandma still got love for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember I used to get mad. Don't get mad. It's all right. And she used to always say, I ain't Christ-like. Shout out my baby. And then she say, don't call me baby. I ain't your baby. Don't call me baby.
Man, you know it's so crazy. So Big Mother, Big Mother, she enjoyed her church. You know what I'm saying? 45 minutes away. She gonna go every Sunday with her hat on. My grandmother, I used to go to the Kingdom Hall with her, and so I end up on Thursdays we had the theocratic school, and they have Bible readings. You know what I'm saying? And as you coming up, especially when you're young, you do Bible readings and stuff like that. So I used to do them. My first Bible reading ever, Big Mom was front row for my Bible reading. You know what I'm saying? She still had a hat on. She wasn't no Jehovah's Witness whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she pulled up on me, and she wanted to be there for my first Bible reading. And it was about Nebuchadnezzar. And some of the names that I had to talk about in that, man, I couldn't pronounce. I studied for weeks on trying to pronounce these names. Still couldn't get them right. I'm telling you the truth. And I think it was First Kings or something like that. And seeing Big Mother front row, and when you do Bible reads, things like that, most of the time the front row is reserved for anybody who's gonna have a talk or be a part of the service or whatever. Well, she said she's sitting on the front row, and my grandma sitting a row behind her, but Big Mom said, no, I'm sitting right here for his Bible reading. And man, you just appreciate stuff like that when
like the heavyweight champ.
Yeah, man, don't you? And when afterward, you always get the brother, whoever's running the service, they go up and they give you your critiques. They tell you what you did good, what you could do better, all that kind of stuff. And I had a chance to go sit next to Big Mom. That's the person I got to sit next to. And I think she was I remember the feeling that I had that she was there, and I know she never go to anything that Jehovah's Witnesses had. Nothing. But she was there for that, and it meant so much to me. And so, man, those some of the, man, y'all got my eyes about to sweat out here, man. Come on.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know how, like, and mainly when you start to date, I'm gonna just say that when you start dating and you hear some of these stories, it make you say, you know what, I ain't had no bad childhood. I don't got that. I mean, we might have been a little poor, and them niggas was all gorillas around me, but they wasn't that bad.
We didn't know we was poor. We had no clue about any of that. A chicken,
no,
look, eating the skin off the chicken back, it wasn't no issue. You know what I'm saying? Brunswick stew. We used to call it Brumman stew. I literally thought it was called Brumman stew for the longest. That's how they say it. But pig feet, I mean, we ate all of it, and man, collard green. I hate cornbread to this day. I hate cornbread because I ate cornbread so much. Everything was with cornbread. Everything. I remember Big Mom used to she'll make greens. And get what she do? She look, she ain't never eat greens with a fork. She mashed the damn bread up, and she dipped the bread into the greens and figure it out. I could never figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But
I used to hate when they do that, man.
That's how they used to eat it. I love collard greens to this day because of that. And Big Mom, she hated mustard greens. She'll eat turnips, but she hated mustard greens. And so I don't eat mustard greens to this day. It's either collards or turnips. Those are the only ones I can eat. Well, that's crazy. I just thought about what I said. Old folks living,
funny?
man.
I remember my grandma. She'd cook. She'd make chicken. She would always smother it. I don't know if you ever had it with all that gravy on it.
Man, hey, look, that gravy be special. That gravy be special now. That be
a lot of gravy on that thing, though, Doug.
Hey, look.
Hey,
I used to when I look, you know, they gonna put the slice of cornbread. Look, and if it wasn't cornbread, my great grandma, they used to call them hoe cakes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know where the word come from. I don't know exactly where that word come from. But if it wasn't cornbread, she would make the hoe cakes. And that gravy, man, the gravy is what got me through everything. Once I put that gravy on the damn bread, that's when it got a little mushy. I can mix it in with some stuff. Oh, we good to go then. But outside of that, man, I couldn't stand cornbread.
Hey, all I know is that when I think about my childhood, man, I don't got no sad song, man. It was great. I mean, we used to go out there. There used to be this old dude named Deacon Prude. Man, this nigga get out there cutting the grass. It'd be 7 a.m, and they got there cutting that grass. And when you a kid, you got to find something to do, man. You be out there with a rake. Like, what are we out here doing?
Hey, rake. Look, they didn't have a bag. They didn't have a bag or none of that. No, you rake that grass.
No.
You rake that grass. Yeah. And then, look. So my
daughter's Valley girls now. They don't do none of that kind of work, man. They don't do nothing but complain. What my daughter say? It's so much drama. I said, in this neighborhood, what you mean drama?
We didn't even know what drama was. I didn't even know what that was back then.
I would love to live in a decent neighborhood. I'm talking about you couldn't walk down the street, the other niggas knock you in the head.
Hey, look, it's crazy because my grandma, she always brag about how she bought the house that she lived in. Even to this day, she still live in the same house. And she always say, I bought this house for a penny. They just told me I had to pay taxes on it. Now, the taxes was outrageous, but I bought this house for a penny. And the funny thing is, I mean, it's in the roughest neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? In the city, it's the roughest neighborhood. If you walk left or right, coming out my grandma, and then you turn. If you go right, you turn right. If you go left, you turn left. You know what I'm saying? But if you walk down either one of them, you run right into the projects. You know what I'm saying? And when I say the project, the housing authority projects. You know, y'all. I don't know if y'all know about that. I don't know where y'all grew up at, but the housing authority projects, and that's where most of the niggas I grew up with are from. The same guys and because they knew Big Mom, because they knew my grandma, those are the same guys in gangs, selling drugs, all that. They used to tell me, man, take your ass to the basketball court, bro. Go play ball, man. You ain't supposed to be
Those are the only projects in DC is housing authority projects. Those are the only projects in DC. There ain't no other projects. If you live in the projects, it's housing authority.
Facts. That's how it is here.
They got their own police and everything.
Breaking news: Adrian Bronner has been recently arrested. Let me see the charges. And he's arrested in Florida airport, and he's actually been released on $100 bond.
Hold on, what he was arrested for?
It don't say. It just say he was held for $100 bond.
Well, it could clearly wasn't that crazy if it's $100 bond. So.
They might not even charge him. Let him go home.
Hey, let the brother out on what the recognizant bond or what? Let him out on the recognizant.
Just let him sign, man. Come on, what are you doing? We want $100 bond. Get out of here, man. Hey, you know what's funny? That's how I knew Take was cool when they said $1,000 bond. Come on, man.
No, I knew a guy that was sitting in jail, and his bond was $50, but he didn't have nobody to pay the $50 bond. Literally, he sat in jail for an entire week until his court date because he had nobody to pay his $50 bond.
It took him a week to get a court date?
Yeah, it took him a week.
Man, listen, I'm just saying in the country, if you get locked up, Shit, you go in front of the judge the next day. It will, unless it's the weekend, then you go on Monday. You know what I'm saying? But nah, nah, man, you ain't sending no jail no damn week for $50.
Yeah, man.
I heard you talking about the whole cake. I still make whole cake till this day.
Man,
I don't have what I need to make some cornbread or something else. I go in the kitchen and make some whole cake. My wife be like, "What are you making?" Like whole cake. She's like, "What
yep.
the hell is a whole cake?" It's an old recipe. It's an old recipe. I learned that from my great grandmother.
Hey, so it's crazy because so certain people in my family make certain foods. Well, they used to. It ain't that way now. With the old folks, it used to be certain folks made certain foods. You know what I'm saying? This is what you make. If it whether it's Thanksgiving, whatever it is, we know who making what, right? Aunt Claire always before she passed, RP, and it's about to be a year now for Aunt Claire passing. But she gonna make the dressing. You know what I'm saying? But before Big or after Big Mud died, she made the dressing, greens. My grandma, she gonna make Brunswick stew. Um, Aunt Gladys, she gonna make the macaroni. You got there's certain designated jobs. You don't have these designated jobs anymore for the foods that are being made. And I'll be honest, man, can't nobody cook like Big Mom. Big Mom passed her recipes on to certain individuals. But them recipes, man, they done start switching it up on us. They adding stuff, taking stuff out. We don't like
You
celery.
heard Michael. You heard Mike Irvin. We losing recipe.
That's a fact. We losing recipes
Shout out
out
to
here.
Mike Irvin, man.
Shout out
My
to my
boy Mike
cousin Nisha.
Irvin.
Shout out to my cousin Nisha. Nisha, the only one right now. Nisha, Tiny, they the only two that's really keeping the recipes alive. Everybody else, they didn't start going on TikTok finding their recipes. I say, Lord have mercy. Where are we at?
My boy Mike Irvin said we losing recipes.
You ain't lying.
That's because a lot of these young people now they don't sit in the kitchen and watch the people cook. Like when we was younger, that was the thing. I was sitting in the kitchen and watch my great grandmother cook or watch my grandmother cook. Nowadays, you don't have nobody sitting around watching you cook. They too busy on their phone or playing video games.
And free. When you were watching them cook, they wasn't measuring this stuff out the way they give you measurements today. They was eyeballing all of it.
Oh
You
yeah,
just
it was they was
you just
pouring in
had
their hand and then dump it in.
yeah man look when they
See
start
my
pouring salt in their hand, you be like, well, how much salt you just got to look at it. Okay, all right, okay.
see
You
that's
go off
weird
of
because when
you
my
go
grandma
off
was
of taste.
cooking, either
They,
you was
they
eating
always
or you
use
was
that
passing
pinky
through.
finger and dip their pinky finger in there and taste it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's about right.
Hey, ho, no, it's missing this right here. It's missing this. You be like, how you know it's missing? Just by a slight taste, they know what is missing. Man, the old people they were special, man. The older generation, special generation.
Yeah, man. They gone, man, but we miss them, man. I'll tell you that right now. Used to hear my aunt talk about how she used to enjoy her man would come home. What she said, I cook till I get tired. Oh man, God bless my aunt Sarah. I miss that girl. She was so funny.
They didn't look. They didn't put timers on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do
Hey,
none of that stuff.
that's that's what really got me to wanting to be a chef. Watching my great grandmother and my grandmother and my father and my mother cook. That's what got me to wanting to be a chef.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. Real quick, shout out to Aunt Ross and shout out to Big Dog. Big Dog said y'all about to have a ninja crying out here. Hey,
That's what we
my,
do over
my
here.
eyes almost started sweating too, Big Dog. Don't worry about
Man,
it.
that's why I had to
It
go
ain't
on
nothing but
mute for a
love.
long time. I had
It
to
ain't
go
nothing
look
but
at my
love.
great grandma. All I got is a picture, Dub. That's why I'm saying you is a lucky dude. Like my son, you is a couple of y'all. Y'all, I was just like, man, I was just looking at her, just like, look at her hair, how beautiful her hair was, how beautiful of a woman she was. I was just now, and I was just like, damn, man. I wish I could have had the opportunity, but I have
My
the
great
opportunity. I still got my grandparents right now, and
Yeah, learn from them.
and I'm
Learn
40.
from them.
I'm 43 years old. I still got my grandparents, and they still cuss. They still snap. They still they're young. You know what I mean? They're not that much older than me anyway. You know what I mean? For real, for real. But um, it's just a blessing to have them around. And I'm just listening to all y'all stories, just thinking about what my grams used to do and my grandparents, what they do
My,
and what they
my,
do now. You know,
my
so
great grandmother
it's
used
a
to.
blessing.
Hey,
My
real
great
quick, let me.
grandmother had
Oh, go
15
ahead.
kids, and she used to spend the week over each one of her kids' house. Man, we waited for the week that it was time for great grandma to come through and spend the weekend over our house. Man, great grandma would come through and spend the weekend at our house. The first thing she would,
He's lit.
the whole week,
Lit.
this is her. This is what she did. She would come in the house. She gave everybody a hug, kiss and everything, and she would sit down in her favorite chair and get the sewing and crocheting, and she would make a quilt for everybody in the house. That's what
Hmm.
she did throughout the week. All day long, she would sit in front of that TV, watch her soap operas, and be making quilts.
But they
And
love
then,
them soap operas. They love the soap operas.
yeah, and then she'd get up every night. Nobody had to cook when great grandma was there, because she did all the cooking. She made the breakfast, she made the lunch, and she made the dinner. Ain't nobody had to do no cooking.
And she wanted to do that. She appreciated doing that. You know what I'm saying? The old folk always, I call them old, but they gonna make sure you fed. That's the last. They gonna make sure you're fed. Real quick, I want to shout out to Chant Ross. Chant Ross said, "What about those funny stories about the the food people brought to Thanksgiving? Talk about out of order. That's a fact. Big Ma, especially, and when Big Ma got older, Aunt Claire, she kind of took that role over as far as what we would go have Thanksgiving at, those type of things. Man, we go. I remember Big Ma saying, "Who made this? Who made this right here?" Nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Hold on. As a kid, you don't really understand it like that. But then as you get older, you're like, well, nah, she ain't eating everybody food. She don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Uncle Shelton in the building. He said, Doug, his cousin married a white dude and started putting raisins in the coleslaw. I heard raisins in potato salad. I've heard that. I ain't never experienced it, never had any raisin. Man, the only thing I ever seen raisins is a fruit salad, and I'm not gonna eat that shit anyway. So that's
I
just
ain't
me.
gonna lie. I used to work at a gourmet restaurant, and they didn't put raisins, but they would put cranberries in
Cranberries.
potato salad
Man,
and chicken salad,
what are they
and
doing?
it was a macaroni salad. I was like, why are y'all putting cranberries in this? And
Who
they were
When I
like,
does
was in
no,
the
that?
youth authority,
they
when
love
I
it.
was in the youth
They love
authority,
these
they would put
sun dried
grapes in the chicken
cranberries.
salad. I used to love it. I
You
ain't gonna
said,
lie. When I was, they would cut the grapes up and put them in the chicken salad in the youth authority.
brother, you don't put, man, I'm just being honest. You don't put fruit in any type of, man, whether it's potato salad, coleslaw, you don't put fruit in none of that stuff.
So
It
if
was
it
a
got
chicken salad.
mayonnaise, it don't
The
get
chicken
fruit.
salad.
If it got
Thank,
mayonnaise, it don't
thank
get no
you.
fruit.
Thank you. Free. Say
Well,
that
y'all never
again.
had
Hold on.
Waldorf.
No, wait a minute.
Y'all
Wait
never
a
had
minute, BVO.
Waldorf salad.
Hold on, BVO. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Say that one more time, Free.
If it got mayonnaise, it don't get fruit.
Facts. Facts.
That's not facts.
Man, that is,
Because what about
man.
Waldorf salad? They got apples. They got mayo,
I don't eat that.
pecans.
I
I
don't
don't
know
Wa-
what
eat
wa-
that.
mayonnaise and what you say, free?
Watergate salad don't have mayonnaise.
What y'all talking about?
You
So,
said
so
what?
hold
Watergate
on.
salad
So,
is made with like Jello and
Mayonnaise and
coconut.
No, I
It don't
hold,
said
have
hold
no
on, hold on,
Waldorf
hold
mayonnaise
on,
in
salad.
it.
Prize. Hold on, Prize. What we saying when it comes to any food, any salad, quote unquote, because these really ain't salads. That's what they call them. But when it's potato salad, right?
okay.
You don't put no damn fruit in no damn potato salad.
No,
You don't
absolutely not.
anything, and like Free said, anything with mayonnaise in it, you don't put fruit in that shit, right?
Okay, now I get it. Okay,
That's
yes.
what we saying. That's
Okay,
what
I
I agree
got you.
100% with Free. Me
Yes,
personally.
no. I was raised in the South. I just ate some potato salad from down there the other day. It was very delicious by the ass at Jack's down in Raleigh and Nightdale. Shout out to them. But nevertheless, yeah, no. If I saw a raisin or a apricot or a
A
slice
grape
of apple, I'm
or a
gonna
grape,
freak out.
man. Listen, I,
Now
I,
get
I
some celery.
celery ain't no damn fruit.
I know, but I'm saying, but
Bro,
it can't be
if y'all put some grapes in some chicken salad, y'all niggas gonna tear it up. I'm
No,
telling you,
grapes
man,
bro.
and
I would
chicken
never.
salad.
That is crazy work.
I was pick those grapes right. I'm eating grapes right now. It's funny you said that. I can eat them alone, but if I had to put them in my what, it's not happening.
I
I
don't
can
put
eat grapes off the vine and that's it.
I don't put
Yeah.
fruit in any salad. None.
No.
None.
No.
That's how they think him in the
Now
though.
the wifey do. My wifey puts cranberries. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, I get it.
In
Like
what?
taking
She put
her
it in
salad.
what?
In her salad.
Well, she out of order.
Yeah.
Did she have salad dressing on it?
Yeah.
She out of order.
Vinaigrette.
Out of
What
order.
else you put in it?
Blue cheese.
Oh, now blue cheese is all the way out of order.
And Dub, you know she's born and raised down south too.
Let me
Hold on,
real
real quick. She listening right now, right?
Yeah, she can hear
She
you.
listening.
She can hear you, of course.
Shout out to the great sister, man. Shout out
Yes,
to you.
indeed.
Much love to your sister. I ain't trying to say nothing negative about you. I'm just telling you out of order. You can't put these fruits
I agree.
in any type of salad.
I agree.
Fruits are fruits.
You can put
no,
grapes
you
and chicken.
can't. No, you can't.
No,
I agree.
The only way you put the fruit in is you put the fruit in a regular salad, like
a fruit salad.
Fruit salad, or you might have like I understand some people put like strawberries or stuff like that in their regular salad.
No, I don't understand that, D Free.
No, I said I understand if they do it because you don't have to put dressing on that. You don't have to put dressing on
I'm not eating no salad that's dry. I ain't eating no dry salad.
I don't want nothing sweet when I eat a salad. I want all kinds of
like I said,
I guess
I
cucumber
don't
is
do
sweet.
it. I don't do it.
You want to think so.
I would never. No,
Cheese,
you would never.
baked, grilled chicken.
Me personally, I don't even eat potato salad. But if I
You don't
make,
eat
I
potato
can.
salad?
No, I don't eat potato salad. I
Oh,
don't.
you missing out, Free. You missing? Yeah, you out of order.
I'll say this though.
I done tried it multiple times. I don't like potato salad.
And potato
It took
salad
me a
is one of
long
the
time.
best salads ever, especially when I got it with barbecue.
No,
My
it took me a
goodness.
long time just
Or
to
some
eat
chicken.
a tuna fish sandwich. It took me a long time to eat that. But no,
Yeah, you
I
a
can't.
goofball.
Like right now, I don't eat potato salad.
He not a
I don't.
goofball.
I don't eat potato salad, and I don't eat coleslaw. I don't
That's
know
straight,
what it is.
You
I
bro.
get
eat
you a
cat.
You got
I
to
eat
come
cat.
down
tuna
North
sandwich.
Carolina to the
Hold
Doghouse and
on, you
get one
get
of
you
them
a tuna
chili
fish
dogs with
sandwich
the.
No, no.
with some good hard chips.
Family in
That's in
North
that
Carolina.
Hold
I
on,
country.
done tried it.
hold on.
Doesn't work.
With them
Come
good
on.
hard chips.
Man,
Oh man, tomato. Oh
woo,
man.
wee. A little lettuce on it, man. Stop it, man. A couple
I
onions, man.
remember my grandma make her tuna. She make her tuna salad, and then she put mayo on both, and then she put the lettuce, tomato, and onion on there,
Whew,
and then
whew,
baby go crazy. She go
I
crazy, throw a
can't
little
do it.
bacon on it.
When it comes,
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
like
That's what
I
we.
eat potatoes.
That's good eating right there. That's good
I
eating.
Hey,
eat.
that's good eating, dog. With them hard chips. Shout out
Whew.
to them hard chips, doc.
Hey,
I
look,
And my
eat
grandma
potatoes. I eat
always put
cabbage. I eat
she always put
mayonnaise,
some
but I
Tabasco
can't do
sauce
it
on
with
them
cabbage.
chips. You be like,
hey,
man,
BVO. Hot Rod said drop the link for him, man.
Yeah,
Potato salad and coleslaw for some reason it just doesn't mix with me.
that
And like I said,
coleslaw be busting if you
I
get it from
eat
the right brothers and sisters.
So,
I ate thousands of coleslaws and I tried them. It doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is. The
The
combination
texture
doesn't
probably is a
now,
texture you probably don't like.
but I agree with
no, it's
Free.
not that. It's not that because like I said, I eat cabbage and I eat all of the stuff that goes in
But it
coleslaw.
got mayonnaise and cabbage though, Free. You know, you
No,
might not like that.
that's
I
what I'm
think it's a.
saying. I eat all of the stuff that goes in it. I just don't eat it when it's combined. For some reason, it doesn't mix well with me.
It sounds like it's a texture for you when you get it. When you start
It's not the
chewing and stuff, you
texture.
probably is like, nah.
It's not the texture. It's the flavor. It's not the texture. It's the
Really?
flavor.
Well,
Uh,
I'll tell you
some
this, man.
coleslaw can be really sweet. Like at the
I,
Doghouse, if you get one of
let
them
me say
chili
this. Let me say
dogs
this real quick.
with the coleslaw on top of it from the Doghouse out in Durham, man, you're gonna like that coleslaw. Boy,
No,
you gonna eat that.
it
no.
depends. It depends. See, this is why I say it depends who makes it,
Yeah.
because I have one. I have a specific cousin, my cousin Nisha. Shout out to that's my
Shout out
favorite
cousin
cousin.
Nietzsche.
If she makes something, and whether it's coleslaw, potato salad, you know what I'm saying, I can eat that. But when it comes to any like store bought or any other type of I can't
You
eat
ever
none
had
of that shit.
grandmas? You
Not
ever had
big,
grandmas?
big. Hold on, you mean my grandma, or is there a
No,
specific
grandmas.
brand?
That's the brand. The brand is
I
called
ain't never had it.
grandmas.
I ain't never had it.
They come in a blue thing, man. You gotta check it out.
Right.
Maybe, but All I know is I can only eat it from certain people. You know what I'm saying? And hey, like I said, like
I'm the
Nisha, Tiny, they keep up with Big Mo recipes. So Big Mo wasn't no big coleslaw maker. Aunt Clara was though, and that's Nisha lineage and Tiny lineage. Both of them are grandchildren of Aunt Clara. Aunt Clara is my grandma's sister. You know what I'm saying? So that I can eat theirs, but it ain't a lot of people coleslaw I can eat. I do understand that piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean, I'm the only person. I'm literally the only person in my entire family that don't eat potato salad or coleslaw. Everybody else does. All my
If he don't
cousins,
like it, he don't like it. I get it, free. You
all my
know.
cousins, all my brothers and my sisters, my mothers, my parents, all of them eat it. I'm the only person that don't.
Hey,
Even my
D
wife
free.
right now. My wife,
Check
she
this
eats
out.
it. I don't eat it. I can't
I
do it.
just started eating fish
Let me
like
ask you.
about
Let me
four.
ask you this.
I just
Let me,
started eating. Hold on, real quick, BBO. I just started eating fish like 4 years ago, bro.
you said fish?
Yep. I raised in the South.
but
Just started eating. I
you a rich
hated it at
kid, man. They
growing up.
let you eat what you want.
Hey, I
Nah,
got,
Ain't
nah.
nothing
As
hot
a rich
dogs and
kid, then
hamburgers,
they
man.
cooking damn fish, BBO. A lot of it. But and
nah,
I've
nah,
been to a
I
lot
got,
of parties. I didn't like it. I hated it. I just started liking it when I started traveling to
hey,
the Caribbeans and to other countries. Then that's when I started
Hey,
eating
you
it.
know what I will say? You know what I
I'm
will
not
say?
gonna go against pride.
If I
My
don't touch
stepdaughter, she
another
don't like
hot
fish.
dog or a noodle,
What? Free?
I'd have had enough for a lifetime. If I don't never
My,
touch another hot dog or a noodle, I'd have had
yeah, my,
enough for a
my
lifetime.
stepdaughter, she don't like fish neither.
Brother,
I asked her
shut
the other
crazy.
day. I said, you want some fish? She like, I don't eat fish. I don't eat fish.
Hey man.
She'll eat crab, she'll eat shrimp, but she won't eat no fish.
So real quick, just going off a BVO point, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, there was a point in my life where I was like, man, I'll never eat another hot dog. I ate so many hot dog and ramen noodles at one
Man,
point in time that I was like, man, I don't want another hot dog.
man,
But
I ain't never gonna
but
do no hot dogs on no
hold on,
grill.
hold on,
You
hold on, hold on,
crazy.
real quick. Let me finish. But as I've gotten older, I had to go back because I love a good hot dog. You know what I'm
Must have
saying?
forgot in my
Man,
Roy Jones voice.
I gotta give y'all this one right here. Watch this, y'all. Hey, y'all, don't crucify me for this. Remember, Fat Joe said he a serial glizzy eater, right? Some of the
No did it. I said no did it. I say no did it. No did it.
some of the most diabolical shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm just being honest. But at the same time,
he felt
as I
that.
done got older,
He
man,
felt that.
if I can get a good hot dog, man, give me
Off the
look,
grill, I eat a pack. Me and my daughter alone.
man,
We'll eat a pack
what?
by ourselves.
Oh,
On
you'll
everything.
eat the hot
Look, last
dog.
With
point
no
You cut it up
buns.
though, right?
on
With no
everything.
buns though,
Well,
BBO. Just
Oh,
off
no
the
buns.
grill, eat them joints.
No buns.
No buns. Me and my
You,
daughter will
you
eat a
eating
pack of
straight
hot
up?
dogs.
No did it. I said no did it. I say no did it. No.
Still,
Hold on, man. Hey, this ain't no homoerotic
I
shit.
know BBO's on. I don't know why his mind does that, Dub.
That's on him. But
Yeah,
all I'm saying is,
and it was
I done
just
got
funny
to a
when you
point
said
now.
that no buns.
All I'm saying is,
that was
man,
crazy.
I gotta have a bun on the dog.
I
You know
don't.
what I'm saying? And man, you give me the spicy mustard.
Mm.
And a little either gotta have the onions on it as well.
Hey,
If
Dub, you know what I like what they do in Philly
You
on
know
lunch
what's
break?
funny? I only
Hold on,
like
real
the
quick, BBO.
dogs that's
Real quick,
connected.
BBO.
I only like the dogs that's connected. I don't like the ones. I don't eat the
You
ones
like
out
the
the
you
dollar
like
pack no more.
extendos.
huh?
You know what I
Uh,
like? I
they
like the
they
when
like
they
Brockworth. They like Brockworth. You ever had them?
What you
They
mean
like
Brockford.
they like
connected? What you mean
11. They like
connected?
11.99.
What
Those
them joints
Well,
that's like
they
the
come.
those
strings
ain't hot
connected
They
to
dogs.
come
them?
in
Those
the case.
sausages.
Like the
Those
old school joints? He talking about the old school joints? I know you talking
They
about
like
the
old
old
those
school
school
are
joints. Yeah.
sausages.
I know you're talking about BBO. You
Those,
know what I like when I go
those
on lunch breaks
aren't
and I
those
go to
Hold on,
them
hold on. What was
lunch
you saying,
trucks
Doug?
and I let them do the combasis. They'll grill them joints and they'll put that raw or fried onions, whatever you like. Man, them and with some regular mustard or spicy mustard on a
whew,
roll, them joints hit
hey,
different.
that
Philly.
spicy mustard hit different than the regular.
Crush, you know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
you a glizzy eater, man. We can't
Man,
hear from
whatever,
you,
call
man.
me what you want to call me. I'm
Our
comfortable in
brother
my
said we
skin,
eating hot
baby.
dogs off the. He said we eating the hot dogs off the grill, no bun.
Yeah, me and my daughter murder them Jones, dog.
Ain't nobody. I
Hey,
don't know.
don't put my
Hold on, man.
don't put
Hold on.
my niece in that. We talking
Wait a
about
minute.
you.
Man, listen, me and my
Wait a
daughter
minute. Wait
will
a minute.
destroy a pack of Nathan's. I throw them things on the grill, cut them down the middle, and me and my daughter, we don't need no rolls. We'll eat them joints fresh out. This one done, this one done, this one done. By the time we get done, the grill's over. Ain't no more glizzies left. You call me what you want to call me, but I'm comfortable in my skin. I will take your girlfriend. I will take your girlfriend.
All I'm saying is why it gotta be, man, we've been eating hot dogs since kids.
In the beginning of my
All of a
time,
sudden,
but now
how all of a
it's
sudden is
rainbow
it,
light.
yeah, how is it anything to eat a damn
I
hot dog?
guess it's how you eat it, Dub. You know, I don't
Man,
know.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, as
eat
long
that
as you cut it
motherfucker
up,
however
Dub,
I
you good
want to
to
eat
go.
it. I mean,
Nah,
Yeah,
it,
Dub, that's how I feel, Dub. I eat it with
No
the way I want to
bun,
eat it, but
no
nah.
like my
bun, no
son
I
used
know
to,
what
chewing.
Pride's talking about. I know what Pride's talking about.
you know what I'm saying?
When they first come off the grill,
They
them
hit
joints
different.
they do be good
Oh,
when
you
they first
missing
come off the grill.
You
But
don't need no
free,
but
bun.
free. What?
he would
See,
he
free.
would
What
he
do
would
you?
eat it with
Hold
a
on,
bun.
let
What
him
he's saying is
finish. Let him finish. Go ahead,
he
free.
would
Let him
he would
finish.
eat it with a bun. But what he's saying is when they come off a grill, them joints do be good fresh off a grill. Like when I grill and I'm making all the hot dogs and the burgers for the
Try
kids or
one.
whatever.
Try one.
I grab a Frank and eat a Frank
You gotta try
without a bun,
one.
and
No,
it
he
still
talking about
tastes
something
good fresh
different,
off the
free.
grill.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not D
Hold on,
free.
listen,
No, I am
listen,
not.
free. He talking about something different.
No,
He
I'm
just tried to
not.
bring my niece into it. He talking about eating a glizzy,
Oh, he got
no
jokes.
chewing, no bun, nothing.
You got jokes.
security.
I'll go
Where's
get
hold
my
on, hold
daughter
on, hold
right
on, hold
now,
on,
and she'll
prize,
come in there and tell
Hold
you.
on,
She'll
prize.
tell you right now,
Where's
bro.
security at? Where's security? We need this brother removed. Ain't nobody said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing about no chewing and all this other kind of
Right.
That's
crazy
what he
stuff. Ain't
said.
nobody said.
That's
I
what
He
he
never
didn't. He
said
didn't
said.
say
that.
none of that. He didn't say none of it. Where's security
Nobody
at,
heard that
man?
but you, BVO.
Man, we
Nah,
Nobody
we.
heard
why
that
is you
but you.
protecting him? He a grown man.
I
He's a
ain't gotta
big
Man, he
boy,
not
protect
dog.
protecting
nobody.
Dub. Don't protect no other
I
man, and
ain't gotta
neither do
protect
D free.
nobody. I'm
Neither
calling
do
a
D
spade a
free.
spade.
Right. Because Dub know what I'm talking about, and so does D free.
You
They know
out of
what I'm
order.
talking about.
BVO, you out of order. You out of
Yeah.
order.
Hold on. Hold on. Didn't you hear? Hey, Hot Rod, didn't you hear what he just said? He said he eat the hot dog, no bun,
Man, come
no
on, man.
chewing, nothing. Just hot dog.
Hot Rod from Cali. He might know what
Hold
grilling
on, hold
like.
on,
He know what
hold on. Let
grilling
Hot
like.
Rod answer. Let the
Hot
hey,
Rod,
shout out
where
to
you
my brother
from,
Hot Rod,
cuz?
man. Shout out to my
Hot Rod,
brother
where
Hot
you
Rod.
from?
Hot Rod
You
know
know
what
where he
grilling
from. You
them
know where he
them
from.
Franks about.
That nigga from Cali,
He
man.
from Cali. He know what
No,
grilling
where you
about.
from? Hey, where you from in Cali, cuz?
It don't matter.
Cole, let the brother answer, man. Y'all let the man speak. Go ahead, Hot Rod. I apologize.
BVO, shut your ass up with that
Right.
cuz shit, man.
I'm gonna throw you
Niggas,
out of here, punk. I'm gonna throw you out
niggas,
of here, man.
niggas don't gang bang, dog.
I
That
don't
shit
want.
is
I don't
out.
want no smoke. I don't want no smoke.
But
I don't know
I
gang
know
bang.
exactly what OG Price talking about.
Right.
I don't eat them like that, but I know what he's talking about. How people eat them off the grill, yeah, with no buns, yeah. But I gotta have my hot dog with buns.
That's
Facts.
cool. That's
I
cool.
agree. I agree.
That's cool. And you know what? I like them with buns as well. But I'm just saying, me and my daughter one time we didn't make it to the buns. We was doing hot dogs, sausage, kibasis, s'mores. We forgot about the buns. We ate the hot dog. I made a whole pack. I
But
put a whole pack on the grill.
Props, I'll tell you, my son now, right?
Hmm.
That nigga, he don't want no he don't want no bread. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He want his hot dogs like this. And I mean that's on
Straight
him.
drop.
And who am I?
So does my daughter.
But
She
at the
don't
same
like bread.
but at the same time, all I'm saying is that man, I gotta for me personally, the same way, man, I gotta have man, I want all that on man. Come
That's
on now.
that's
Come
why that's
on
what
now.
makes us different, duh.
Come
You know?
on now.
Your
Hey, I'm
kids
gonna tell
different
No,
you.
from
but
your
see,
they different
Dub,
from
you
you.
listen what Pride said. Pride talking about eating a hot dog, no bun, no chewing, just
Man,
swallowing the whole
but
hot
but
We
dog.
already we already went over that,
hold on. I
BBO.
got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Go ahead, duh.
But BBO, the problem is you don't put all this homoerotic, as my brother B3 would say,
No,
homoerotic shit on.
Homo a
on
rhetoric. Homo a
on
rhetoric.
nah, man.
hold on. Let
I'm
me
just
It's a
finish.
messing with
rhetoric,
Pride. He took it
duh.
the
A
wrong way.
rhetoric.
Y'all not gonna let me finish.
A rhetoric, duh.
No, it's homoerotic. It's not a rhetoric. It's not homoerotic. It's homoerotic. And that's what you putting on niggas eating hot dogs. Like what
Hey,
why would we ever even think that way? That shit don't even register in my mind, bro. I don't look at hot dogs as that, nigga. I look at a hot dog as a hot dog.
hold on, hold on,
And
hold on. What's up with you calling me the N-word, bro? What's up?
here we go.
I'm just having some fun, dog.
I know,
That's
we
all,
know,
man.
we know, we know,
Hey,
we know. It's
Yeah,
all
Hey,
some
love.
fun.
crash out, man. Go on and
Yes,
crash out about this shit.
I crash
hey,
out with you,
So,
BBO. You
man.
already know.
and what's fire with the hot dog is the ones with the bacon wrapped on it.
Talk to him.
Ooh.
With when
Talk
you
to him.
then you fire up some bell peppers and some
Uh huh.
onions,
Talk to him.
Ooh.
and then you
Hey,
Talk
throw
hey,
to
hey,
him.
some,
you gotta
and then you
saute
throw
them. You
some.
gotta saute them though. You gotta saute them.
For sure.
Yeah, you gotta fry them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to saute them things for sure.
for
Absolutely.
sure. Then you
Talk,
put
talk your
then
ish.
you put the mayonnaise, the mustard,
Oh
the
no, you can't put no
ketchup.
mayonnaise. Hold on, you
You
can't put
lost
no
me.
Nah,
mayonnaise.
you
You
tripping,
lost
little
me with the
dog.
Mayonnaise,
mayo. And
mayonnaise,
I
mayonnaise
love
on a hot
mayo.
dog.
No,
Super
no
Y'all,
mayo
motherfucker
and hot
thick
y'all
dogs
don't
head
don't
know
go
what
too.
y'all
together.
missing, man. Y'all don't know what y'all
Nah,
missing,
nah,
man.
nah, hot rod.
No,
See, you had
I've
me
had it like that. That's pretty
until you
good with the
said mayo and
mayonnaise.
hot
Pretty good.
dogs. You had me.
Nah,
Nah,
I
bro.
agree.
Listen,
I agree with
I know what
everything Hot Rod
Hot
said
Rod talking about too.
outside of mayo.
The
Outside of
mayo
mayo,
and
hey,
you know
I
what, hot
can't put
rod. When I
mayo
get
on
my
nothing.
cheesesteaks, I like them extra mayo. So I love mayo, but mayo and hot dogs, I can't do that. My
you
man tried
gotta
to
try
put
it.
me. I did. He tried to put me on back in the day. He's like, "Man," I was like, "Man, we gotta eat." We was home from the summertime. He chopped up some hot dogs and some noodles. Not noodles, but he chopped up some hot dogs and he put mayo and he mixed it around with mayo. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "It's gonna be banging." I'm telling you, he destroyed them dogs. I was like, I can't get past the mayo on a hot dog. But if I get my hoagie, if I order a hoagie, and I'll tell them extra, I'll tell them oil, salt, pepper, vinegar, oil, and
Extra
extra
mayo.
mayo.
Yeah,
Exactly. So I
the,
can't
the
do a
mayo
dry
keep it
hoagie.
moist. It keep it moist.
Right. And I can't do a dry hoagie, nor I can do a dry cheesesteak, especially from
What the
Philly.
fuck is a hoagie?
Like,
It's a
so
sub sandwich. A sub sandwich.
a
It's a
sub, a
cold cut,
sub,
a cold cut,
a
cold
cold
cut.
cut, a
Oh,
sub.
that's what y'all call it out there? A
In
hoagie?
Philly, we call them hoagies. They hoagies.
Okay.
But
But
Yeah, what they
no.
call it in California?
A cold cut on a 12-inch
A
roll.
glizzy guard?
I need salt, pepper,
Yeah,
oh
just a
ketchup,
Lord,
sub.
pepper,
This
mayo,
nigga
vinegar, oil.
said a glizzy. You know
man,
what I
you
mean?
out of BBO. You so far out of order right now.
Ah,
I don't, video. You need to. You know why? You know why you doing that with
The
the rainbow
homoerotic
stuff
shit, man.
with the
What's with this
homos with
Hold on,
the.
hold
homoerotic
on, hold on,
shit?
hold on,
Damn,
man.
I ain't mean to say that word, but
I'll say it. I'm
you
here.
know what?
I'm here fresh and live. I'll say it. The homoerotic shit, bro. What's the point?
It's
Oh man.
crazy.
Hold on, BBO. Answer the question. What's the point?
He won't because he is snap on
No,
me about somebody else.
Prize. Let the man answer. BBO, what's the point of this homoerotic shit you got going?
You know what I was gonna say, man? I was thinking about boxing the other day when I was a little kid.
And now you
And my
changing the
favorite
subject.
part used to
And now he
be
changing
my
the
favorite
subject.
hold on.
Y'all see,
And
y'all
my
see,
favorite
y'all
part
see.
used to
Hold on,
be
I just want the people to
I'm
see.
blind, Dub. I
Y'all
can't
see the
see
It's
nothing.
when my
switch. Do y'all see the
Dub, I'm trying to
switch?
answer you.
We throwing
And the part I
flags
used to
out here,
love
man. It's a
is
flag
when my
being thrown.
grandma she would take the pan and she'd pop the popcorn right over the stove. Oh man, I used to be the best
You
popcorn
What
saw
that
that
ever.
got to
man.
do? What that got to do with you? What that got to do with you with this homoerotic shit?
That man took the
And then
goalpost and hit it.
This nigga,
we get that chili willy, them hug juice.
and
Man, you get
not
your
even
hug juice
he
with
not
that
even
good popcorn.
ashamed. He's still doing it.
Man, that was good. That was good, man. You ever had that kettle corn from the fair? Ain't nothing like that kettle corn, man.
Somebody
Security,
eating a daggone kettle corn. We talking about the words
security.
that's coming out of your mouth.
I don't think he can hear us.
Now he can hear us. He can hear us. He just ain't listening.
Yeah,
That
that kettle
man
corn be hitting different though,
BBO hit
BBO from the
everything.
fair. Where you get
Hey,
the
That's
salt,
right.
pepper, vinegar,
Hey, Prize, you know what'd be
and
crazy about the kettle corn? It
man,
be sweet and
Hey,
man,
salty at the same
bro, I
time.
was gonna
hey,
spend
hold
a
on,
$100
prize.
on.
Hey,
Nah, I don't want to hold on, Doug. I don't want to hold on. He let me
prize.
go. He let me
Prize.
go.
No, real quick, prize. Did you see how the nigga just was attacking you? And then when we come at this nigga about the words that he using,
Yeah,
Hold
he asking
that's
for
the
help
kind of
from you.
relationship we got. You
And,
know what I'm saying? It is
well,
what
if
it
you gonna
is.
support it,
on.
I
that's
mean,
on you.
that's the way we treat each other. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Well, he out of order,
Yeah, and I be out of order a lot of times behind the scenes.
and I'm gonna call you out of order when you out of order.
See, I don't do it
Hold
on
on, hold on.
air.
I'm out of order because
BBO,
I
this is what
sound like
BBO
kettle
do,
corn.
Dub. He get me when we on air, but when we behind the scenes, that's when I be myself for real, for real. And I mean, he understands, so he
Yeah,
can
but
get away
Dub,
with stuff.
they don't have no fairs out there in Georgia. But they had that kettle corn. They
He
got that
definitely
big
got.
vat.
He know what we talking about. He from the south.
Listen, hold on, wait a minute. We got the Georgia National Fair. The biggest fair in Georgia is in Perry, Georgia, Houston County. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
biggest fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
so
had that cotton
and
candy
hold
there
on,
too.
I'm answering your question.
Okay,
He
my bad.
know.
Go ahead.
He know
What?
BVO.
Man, damn. All right, go ahead. Y'all got it.
Go
No,
ahead,
go
Doug.
ahead, Dub. My
Stop
bad.
being
I didn't mean to
sensitive. Go
interrupt.
ahead.
I ain't sensitive. I'm just saying y'all niggas
That's
out
my
of
fault.
order.
I interrupted. That's my fault. I'm out of
Y'all
order.
niggas
That's
out of
my
order.
fault too, Doug.
It wouldn't be the first time that y'all out of order.
It's all, and it ain't gonna be the last. But carry on.
And I expect that. I ain't got no problem. All I'm telling you is that I do understand the kettle corn. I understand that. But at the same time, that wasn't the question that I'm asking your ass.
I like the
My
cotton
question,
candy too, man.
my question, once again, is what's with this homoerotic shit you got going?
Hold on.
Till
Let me ask you
we
this, Dub.
move
Hold
past
on,
that,
Dub.
Doug.
Dub,
No,
let
we
me ask you
haven't.
this.
I
Hey,
haven't
Dub, have you
moved
ever had
past it.
that? Dub, have you ever had a red candy apple? I used to love them red candy apples, dog.
No, I like
I
the
can't
green one
find
with
them for
caramel.
nothing.
I like the green one with
Oh,
caramel.
see, I don't like the caramel one with the nuts on it. The nuts, man. I don't
Nah,
like
no
that shit.
nuts. No, 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 no nuts.
I hate candy apples in general. Give me a
What?
regular apple.
What?
I don't like sweets. I hate sweets.
Okay, say no more.
I can't. I don't eat cotton candy,
Okay,
funnel
me
cakes.
neither. Me neither.
I don't eat sweets like that. And
I don't
because I
eat
No
don't,
cotton
fruit
candy
snack.
and funnel cakes either. What's some other things called that y'all got at the farm?
Uh,
What's it called? Them things you and my daughter y'all ate them. Whatever they call. I don't eat them either. They
I just don't like sweets
Talking
like
about
that.
them
yeah.
Buckeyes.
What was
So
it?
when
What
I
was the
when
thing
well
called?
while Prize, and shout out to Miss Prize respectfully,
Yes,
shout out to
indeed.
Miss Prize. But
Shout out to her.
when
Yes.
when when I go to the fair, nigga, I'm looking for a turkey leg. I'm looking for the ribs. I'm looking for the tacos. I mean, I'm just telling you. If I'm gonna
Hey,
Right
eat
now,
you a
something at the
petty
fair,
nigga, man.
if
I'm
I'm gonna
looking
eat
for
That's
the
what my
something at the
funnel
fair,
granddaddy
cake.
would want.
I'm looking for the
You be a
funnel
nigga
cake.
walking around with a turkey leg, huh?
hell yeah, that's me. Matter of fact, what I do, well, I don't do it no more because they done raised the price of turkey legs to damn $16. I'm not buying no damn turkey legs for $16. That's just me. And so, I
Yeah.
mean, I can go get my own turkey legs, salt them motherfuckers accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Rest them and then cook them,
Mm.
grill them if I need to. However, I want to do it, I can do that myself. And so when I go to the fair, I do it for my son more than anything now because he coming up young. Him and his friends want to go out there and do their thing. And so I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing, and I'm gonna rock with y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on the rise and those type of things. When it come to food, these niggas don't even like some of the shit that I grew up on, and so it's just different. The fair is different for me now, but I
Well,
still
my
love
baby
the
said, I
fair.
don't like funnel cakes. She
My
said, I don't
my
like
my
funnel cakes,
favorite thing
Dad.
at the fair or the carnival or the amusement park is the funnel cake. I
Yeah.
don't care nothing about their food. Just show me where the funnel cake is.
I hate funnel cakes free. I hate the sugar. I hate the sugar on the funnel cakes. I hate it.
Oh,
What
I
about
mean
the
You
elephant ear?
I don't do
tripping.
the sugar
You
all
What
the
about
time.
the
tripping.
elephant ear?
Sometimes
How you
I
don't
do
like
like the
funnel
strawberry.
cakes? What?
I do like the
I,
strawberry funnel
I
cake
just don't like.
or the
I don't like
chocolate.
if it ain't fruit. If it ain't fruit, I hate the extra sweetness. I don't like sweets in general. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna catch me eating chocolate. Like I just hate sweets, and I don't know what it is about that, but the sweet shit, man, it just killed me, bro. Like I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a
Yeah.
and true story, if it ain't a pound cake, I'm probably not gonna eat it. I love pound cake, but if it's any other red velvet, you name the cake, I don't really want to. I don't really want it. Cupcakes or whatever it is, whatever is sweet. If it, man, I don't want none of that shit, bro. Like I just don't like sweets like that. I don't know, and it's a personal thing. So if you
That's
Ain't
say
nothing
that's the
you,
wrong with
first
that.
thing I
Ain't nothing
look
wrong with
for
that. That's just some old
far as food
granddaddy stuff.
wise. When I go to the
Pound
amusement
cakes.
park or the fair or the carnival, I'm looking for a funnel cake. I don't look for none of that other stuff.
man, give me
Hey,
look
Free,
if
what's
I'm
the
at the
difference
fair,
between
give
the
me a
elephant?
turkey leg or give me a turkey leg, some nachos. Give me the bag nachos. I ain't talking about the regular nachos. I'm talking about the one that they put in the bag on your motherfucking head. You know what I'm talking about? So man,
Hey,
they call it the walking nachos. I believe that's what they call it, the walking nachos. Outside of that, man, I don't. Hey, man, it is what it is.
hey, Free, what's the difference between the elephant ear and a funnel cake? I always just hear the difference. That ain't it the same thing?
They the exact same thing.
You
Mm.
said a what?
You ever heard somebody call it an elephant ear than a funnel cake?
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard of an elephant
I
ear,
heard
but
it.
it ain't the same thing as no funnel cake.
Yeah, yeah, it's the same thing. It's just different. Like
I never heard
everybody
nobody
speak. Yeah,
call it a
because
funnel cake.
what do y'all call it out where you from, Free?
No, we
It's
literally
funnel
call
cake.
funnel cakes. We literally call funnel cakes elephant ears.
Yeah,
Literally.
and when
Yeah,
you start to
I
go
know.
south, they turn into elephant ears.
Yeah, I never heard that. Like elephant ears, where I'm from, is elephant ears. Like I give my dogs elephant ears.
Like a
Hold on,
real one though, Free.
Yeah, that's a real elephant ear.
You raw
I ain't never
feeding
heard of,
though, but we're not
never
talking
heard
about
of
that. We're talking about carnival
free.
stuff.
Hold on, free. The elephant ear you talking about?
It's a real elephant ear.
No, it's not a real. It's definitely not a real elephant ear.
Yeah, you can't touch no elephants, bro.
So when you say elephant ear, what do you see, and what's your thought? And
Why
especially with you
can't you?
being a chef, what's your thought when you hear elephant ear? What are you
I
looking
thought he
at?
meant a real one.
no. What I'm talking about like it's like a treat for a dog. It's not something that they
No, I
like.
never had.
I
You
don't
talking
have
about
a
something completely different, Free. I'm
yeah.
talking about something
That's
completely
why I
I
different.
never
said
heard of
raw feeding.
I never heard of a funnel cake referred to as an elephant ear.
Cause you from up, you kind of from up north, kinda.
Well,
I'm
that's
from
what we.
Cleveland, because what they
Man,
because funnel cakes, what they do is they put it like in a squirt bottle, so it'd be like kind of stringy. Elephant ears, like they put it like it's almost like a pancake kind of thing, but it's sweet because it got the brown sugar on it. It's pretty good.
you said a
Yeah,
pancake?
I'm
No,
saying it's big like a pan.
it's like pancake batter, but
Yeah,
it's still. And correct me if I'm wrong,
it's,
BVO. From when we look at elephant ears, like I said, the same way we look at funnel cakes, the
yeah,
difference would be on a funnel cake, you don't have brown sugar on there, you have the white sugar and that type of thing, and
yeah.
whatever toppings you want.
Like a fruit
With
topping. Yeah,
with an elephant ear, you have the brown sugar on there, but you can still have the white sugar. Like an
yeah,
elephant ear is almost it's a tad bit
Brown
sweeter.
sugar, white sugar
Yeah,
mix.
it's a tad bit
White
sweeter.
powder, brown sugar on it.
Right,
yeah.
it's a tad bit sweeter than what a funnel cake is, but
Hmm.
it's really the exact same thing, minus what you put on top of it.
Yeah, it's all about the toppings.
I gotta try this because
Yeah, you
in
should,
Cali we
man.
have funnel cakes. I never heard of
It's the
this
same
before.
thing. If you put white powder like on the funnel cake and then you spin around and like put a little bit
I'm
of
like,
syrup. Hold on, free. A little bit of syrup, just a tad bit of syrup to like
Yeah,
moisten
yeah.
it a little bit, and then you
And then
sprinkle
you
that
had
brown type of sugar powder on the type of it, homie.
I
we'll
get
call
what
that an
y'all saying.
elephant ear. We'll call that an
Yes,
Never
elephant
heard
ear
of it.
down here.
Never heard of it. Never seen it. I
it's
get
for
what
you
y'all
from
saying.
up north.
That's what I'm saying, OG. This the
Nigga,
first
I ain't
time.
always been up north. You act like I've always been up here.
But
I
then
lived in
I'm about
Texas
to look that
for
shit up.
4 years.
where at?
I lived in Texas for 4 years.
I don't know what they do out in Texas. I don't want to speak on Texas, but I
I ain't
know
always been
down.
up north. I got family from North Carolina. I got family that live in Georgia. I got
But I'm
family that live
saying
in
it don't
Louisiana.
matter. But I'm
I ain't
saying
always been in.
but listen, free. With the farther you go south, it changes and the
No, I
recipe
understand
changes.
that. What I'm saying is I've never even heard of it. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
and I say
I
because
understand what y'all.
you're more
I,
from the city.
no, listen. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying I
Hey,
never heard of it. I've been to fairs out in Louisiana. I've been to fairs in Texas. I've been to fairs in North Carolina. I've never heard of it.
All right,
That's what
real
I'm saying.
quick.
I never heard
That's
of it.
fair. That's fair.
So I used Google. Google. Shout out to Google. This is what Google would tell you. An elephant ear is a thin oval piece of dough or yeast dough, excuse me, stretched flat, deep fried, then topped with cinnamon and sugar. Um, in contrast to a funnel cake is made by pouring a thick rising layer of batter into hot oil and swirling crisscross pattern, creating a creating a lacy, light, and crispy texture, typically finished with powdered sugar. While both are properly or popular, fried dough treats at fairs, the elephant ear is doughy and flat, whereas the funnel cake is light and airy with the correct preparation.
Hey, I'm looking at it on my other phone, and based on the pictures, it's not the same thing as a funnel cake. It's you compare a funnel cake and this right here, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, like I said, Hot Rod, the recipe changes the far when you go to different places. You know, like South, the West, the Midwest.
I gotta
You
try
know,
this though.
yeah, like when you start to go deep in the South, they start changing up the recipe. You feel me?
Hmm.
And I feels like can't nobody cook like nobody from the South. That's just the way I feel. But I'm just saying the recipe changes when you go from West, East to South.
You know what I will say, Hot Rock. I spent a little time in LA. You know, a lot of that food you would get like on Slauson and you would get like in South Central, like that Louisiana type of food. That's what that's like. That's Southern food. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you ever had like Louisiana chicken and all. You know what I'm talking about, like in South Central.
Hmm.
Like yeah, it's a lot like that food over. Like a lot of them Southerners, they cook just like you would have it in South Central, where they
Hey,
have
hey, real
like the
quick,
peach cobbler and all that good stuff.
can I? I want to
Oh,
ask Hot
nigga,
Rod this.
I eat homemade food. Nigga,
Peach cobbler
Hey,
vanilla ice
my
cream
family
video.
know how to cook, man.
hold on, Hot Rod. Let me ask you this. I want to ask you a question. You first things first. You grew up. You done been in LA your whole life.
Hmm.
All
Yep.
right,
I
so
lived in LA and I lived in Texas for a little bit.
Shout out LA, shout out Texas.
I ain't got no problem with it. So do you eat collard greens?
Yeah, I know. Oh, gee, you ain't gotta ask me none of this dumb
No,
shit. I
no,
know
no,
what the
no.
fuck that is.
Okay, no, I ain't asking if you
It's a
know what it is.
punchline. It's a punchline. Go ahead,
It's
Dub.
not a punchline. It's not a punchline.
You got one, Dub.
Bro, I know
What,
what
no, no,
down
no.
south
What I
food
was gonna
is.
say, what I was gonna say is that even now, because I grew up with Big Mom and the collard greens she made, I can't find them. If I have other folks' collard greens, 9 times out of 10, they don't taste nearly similar to what I'm used to,
Nope.
and it's something totally different for me. You know what I'm
Same,
saying?
like my grandmother, Dub. You won't. It's not
But
going to ever happen, Dub. You stop searching. It's
but but
never
but
going to happen.
but it's not about searching. My thing is I think we develop a different taste
Hmm.
depending on where you grew up at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We develop a totally different taste for food because of what we're used to. And collard greens, that's a comfort food for me, nigga.
Yep.
At this current moment in time, I can't go to a restaurant and order collard greens.
They're going to be
If,
trash.
if it ain't my mama,
It's gonna be
if it
trash.
ain't
They're going
me,
to be
no, no,
trash.
no.
I
You a
promise
goofy
you.
dude.
If it, no, but if it ain't my mama, if it ain't big my grandma now and Nisha, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people, the collard greens that I love. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I can if I order them somewhere
My
else.
mom's collard greens, Dub. She put that meat in the John Paul's because I know y'all going to try to say something, but nevertheless, she puts meats in the. And it's just hit different. So when you go to other people's barbecues, other people's restaurants, it's never going to be the same. So I learned 10, maybe 15 years ago, stop trying to search for my grandma collard greens or something to be better because it's never going to be better. Never going to be
No,
better.
I
Ever.
know what
Bro,
I know
bro,
what
I
Dub's
don't
saying. I know what Dub's saying because the same way my great
chill.
grandmother used to make collard greens. She, for one, she used fresh collard greens. She didn't use the cans. She didn't use the bags that you get at the store. She got the fresh collard greens that she would wash them
No,
and,
we had to pick the stems and help cut them up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
She had the fresh collard greens where you had to clean them and you had to cut them up yourself. Like nowadays, people get the ones that's already pre-cut and they still got the stems inside of them and things like that. But it's a little bit different, and then the way you season it, the way you prep them and things like that is different than they was back in the days. A lot of people are on this microwave thing. They doing it as quick as possible so they can feed as many people as they can, so it's a little bit different. That's why I would never really order collard greens from a restaurant. I normally order cabbage. If I'm at a soul food spot, I order cabbage before I order
Agree.
collard
I
greens.
agree. I agree 100% with that. I'll eat the cabbage over the collard greens any day of the week. I agree 100% with that.
Man, hell no, man. I don't eat everybody cooking. I tell you that right now. Nigga, I don't eat everybody cooking, bro. I could tell when a motherfucker know how to cook, dog. Nah, crazy. All I eat now, nah, homemade, bro.
I used I
I
used
love
to
eating
put
homemade food, man.
I used to
I
put
don't like eating out.
pig in my pork in my collard greens, but now I do smoked turkey. So my collard greens is a little bit different. I will put the turkey in the pot
Yep.
with a little bit of water and
Uh huh.
season the water and let that. cook for about a good 30, 45
Uh-huh.
minutes.
Come on,
Then I
Free.
add, then I add the greens and then season the greens and then let it cook. By the time it's finished,
Mhm.
that daggone turkey fall right off the bone
Melt.
and I
Hey,
mix
hey,
it up.
D
be free.
Free.
Hold on,
We
hold on,
need
hold
your
on.
cooking channel, and I need a pot of those. I'll pay you.
Hey, hold on, free. Get what's so
I'll pick
bad.
them up personally.
Get what's so bad, free.
Huh?
I can't eat my own collard greens sometimes.
Damn.
When I done cook them, I can't eat
That's,
them because they not too. It's a certain level that I'm looking. I don't know exactly what it is. I
you
always
be
say
eating on the way while you cooking?
I try my best to, but I can't never get them to. I
Nah,
can't
while
get
you
them
cooking it,
to.
you eat it.
Hold
So
on,
you're
hold on.
not you
Listen,
full.
listen, listen, listen. No, no, it ain't that. It
It
ain't
is.
about being full. Is
Big
I
as
can't
hell.
get them. I can't get them to. I can't get them to Big Mo level. You know what I'm saying? I can't get them to Nisha level. I can't get them
Oh
to Aunt
man.
Clara level. I can't get them to the my mama. Even my mama, she do a hell of a job making collard greens. She only gonna make them on New Year's Eve. That's the only time my mama gonna cook them really. But I can't. Mine ain't gonna taste the same, and I know that, and I'm okay with it. That's why I stopped cooking the shits.
That's because you ain't using your daggone grandmother's measuring spoon. She has her own
Mm.
measuring spoon. It's based off of
Really?
eye. It's based off of eyesight.
Hey, I always say she got a Big Ma had a much better eyesight than I ever would have.
That's why I said, Dub, don't try to find nobody collard greens better than hers. Even my grams, good as they are, they might not. You might not be. You might be like, nah. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, you crazy. We'll have a whole argument. But it's about what you like. You know what you're raised off of. I'm raised off my grams, but she can. Sometimes she started off with pork because that's what it was in the South. And as she got older, she graduated to turkey because everybody don't eat pork.
What I
You know,
what I
her
will tell
collard,
you though,
her collard greens, she would clean them for hours, hours, and they would come out and they would just melt like I can't explain it, Doug, man.
what I what I will tell you now
I don't want to get a
that
no diddy drop.
what I would tell you now that the now that I've been using smoked turkey instead of pork, the collard greens taste a lot different.
Yes,
It's a
they
lot
do.
different, and they actually taste better because
Yep.
I grew up on pork being inside my collard greens. My great
hmm
grandmother, everything they did as far as southern food was a lot of pork, and my
Yep.
my great grandmother she's 100% Indian, and so
Mm.
she was raised on
Oh,
pork.
whoa! Wait a minute. You said your grandmother was 100% Indian?
Yeah, my great grandmother she's Cherokee,
So was
so
mine. So was
Oh,
mine, Dub.
when you said Indian, I was thinking
no, I'm
red.
talking about
No, I was
Native
thinking
American,
red dot,
Native
not
American.
feather. My apologies.
Yeah, no, Native American. Yeah, she's 100% Cherokee, but she grew up on pork. So a lot of her
She
stuff was
grew up
made
on
with
pork.
pork. No, I'm dead serious. Like they would eat a whole pig. Like
I
they
grew
would
up on
roast
pork.
a whole pig.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
no, I mean,
even even today,
they
even today,
grew up eating
I
pork.
know how to roast a full grown pig underground. I know how to
Exactly,
egg it.
exactly.
I know how to do all of that because
Yeah, my
my grandpa
grandmother on
did.
my father's side, that's how they did it in Puerto Rico. They used to roast that joint underground, and you come out that daggone meat is about as tender as it can possibly
Yeah,
get.
and that's that good pulled pork
Talking
right
about the
there.
pig meat.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
Ugh.
absolutely. And then
yeah,
you utilize the different pieces of the pig, and you utilize the flavoring from the way it's been cooked for other foods. Whether even if it's black eyed peas, we had pig and black eyed peas when I was coming up. We
yep,
had
yep.
pig
My
I
and
don't
grandmother.
like
collard.
black eyed peas. Uh-uh.
You said you don't
And
like
you know
black eyed
what?
peas?
It took me
Nah,
a long. It took me until
I love
no,
black
it
eyed
took me
peas.
until I was
it's
35 years old before I can like black eyed peas. I used to didn't like them neither. I didn't like the smell of them and I didn't like the texture of them. It wasn't until I got like 35 years old and I said, let me just try these joints again and maybe my taste buds had changed. And I tried them. I was like, oh, okay, I
Man,
like them.
listen. When I was coming up as a kid, you ain't had no choice whether you like some shit or not. Either you gonna starve or you gonna eat.
Oh,
That's it.
I had many nights where my great grandmother would make black eyed peas because I told you she came to everybody's house for a week, and my one of the favorite things my great grandmother would make would be black eyed peas. For dinner it was always a soul meal, and she always had black eyed peas there. And I come in the house from playing all day. I'm like, oh man, she didn't make black eyed peas again. And she was like, "Are you gonna eat this or you gonna sit at that table?"
Yeah.
I would literally sit at that damn table
Man,
all night because I
I
would eat
love black eyed
everything
peas.
else except for the black eyed peas. I
I
would be,
love black eyed
I
peas.
would fall asleep at the table. I literally, it's been plenty of nights I done fell asleep at the table because I was not eating them black eyed peas. I'm like, I'm not doing it. My mother was like, man, he didn't sat here long enough. Go ahead upstairs, get in the bed because they made sure I ain't watch no TV. I ain't get a chance to do nothing. I just sat at that table. I'm like, I'm not eating these daggone black eyed peas. I don't care. Like, grandma sat up here and made this stuff all day. I don't care how long she made it. I'm not eating them.
It's
Okay,
a
I'm not eating.
handful of. It's a hand like when Big Man used to make squash. I couldn't. I ain't fuck with the squash. I fuck with squash now. Only way I fuck with it if it's cooked the right way, and I gotta cook it. Zucchini, she didn't really cook with zucchini like that. But
Yeah,
if it ain't
squash is
squash and
the thing for
zucchini,
us too.
squash and zucchini, I can eat them together. Um, but the majority of that shit, bro, like I said, if as long as it ain't livers, then I'm good. I done had everything else. I done ate pig feet, chitlins, you name it. I done ate it.
Oh hell
Yeah,
no!
You
chili was
name.
one of the favorite in
Woo,
our house. Like
hold
You
on,
don't
like
real
like
quick, hold on,
chitlins?
real quick,
Oh
freak, real quick, freak.
no!
I gotta put my
Oh
young brother on. I gotta,
no!
I'm gonna tell.
No!
I gotta tell you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth, man. Chitlins got to be cleaned the right way first. They got to be cleaned the right way. You know what I'm saying? And the only two people I ever seen clean chitlins the right way is Big Mom and Aunt Clara. Those are the only two people.
see,
At the same
like
time, those are the only two individual I'm eat chitlins from. But you had some chitlins, rice, and hot sauce. A
uh,
little great man, but
no, I'm gonna tell you right now. I
No!
make chitlins like right now. Like the chitlins that I get, they're triple clean, and then I take them home and I clean them again. I'm making sure that they extra clean.
are
And
they in
so
the, are they free? Are they in the red bucket? I don't know. I don't know what you
no,
get.
no,
What you
no.
get
Those are the ones that's not clean. Those are
that
the ones that you gotta
those,
clean.
man, on everything I look. I sat in there with Big Ma and I watched Big Ma clean them chitlins in vinegar. Then she rinsed them after she used the vinegar on them, rinse them, then use water on them, rinse them, and then clean them motherfuckers again. And you know when they peeling the shit, I don't even know what they peeling. I'm just
Like
telling the truth.
like
When
like
they
like
peeling it,
the ones that I get, they come in the container and it says triple clean, and then I will take them home, open it up, and put them in the sink, and I will clean them again. I go through, scrape off all the stuff I need to scrape off, clean them joints again, wash them with vinegar and
and
lemon juice.
it smelled like shit in the damn house
Hey,
when you
hey,
clean.
no.
Oh my bad, my it smelled like poop in the
Yeah,
house when
see
they
that, and
cleaning the
that's what I said.
chitlins.
That's the difference because the one I got, it still has a smell, but nowhere near the smell of that red bucket. Nowhere near that.
Yeah, the red bucket, they say they clean them, but you gotta really clean them boys again.
But
But see,
but that's what I'm used to watching. I'm used to watching Big Ma and Aunt Claire.
and then
I was used to watching them. Man,
Hmm.
they put work in to cleaning them. And we only ate chitlins maybe twice a year, Thanksgiving, Christmas. 9 times out of 10, that's the only time you're gonna have them. But when you watch the work that they put in, and then you get the final product, and then you get some white rice. You know what I'm saying? You might have gravy depending on who cooking. You know what I'm saying? With Aunt Claire, we're gonna have gravy. With Big Mom, we
But they
ain't
can be
gonna have
tender.
gravy.
I heard they can be tender.
Man, chitlins, they off the chain. If they cook right, they off the chain.
but
Cause you know the ones that free talking about, they make them like that where they triple clean, but they come in like 5 pound, 10 pound buckets. They come in little buckets and they still
yeah,
don't be
no,
right.
see, because I'm only getting it for me and my household, so I would get
Oh,
like two
okay.
bags. Yeah, I would get like two
Now
bags for me.
they used to get the big bucket. They get the
Yeah,
big
you
bucket.
No,
talking about the red ones. When I worked at the grocery store,
Yeah,
man.
you already.
Come I used to work at a grocery store, man. Come like Thanksgiving, Christmas,
yeah,
man, niggas was
for,
getting tubs of them joints.
yeah,
Man,
for the big
four or five of
families.
them. 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah,
Look,
for the big
Hey, you going
families.
live tonight, Dub?
yeah, I'm live tonight. I'm
I,
waiting for three. I'm waiting for three to hit me with the damn thumbnail. I'm waiting for three.
hey, but cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to shut it down. I'm about to go to sleep, man. I gotta get up. This is
Yeah,
Dub Right
BBO.
Side time.
We about to slide on Dub, Smash the like button on your way out. And we finna Dub, you going right? I mean,
Well, let me hold
are you
on.
going live?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let me hit 3 up real quick. Let me hit them up
Yeah,
so I can see when I'm gonna get the thumbnail accordingly. You
he'll
know what
do it.
I'm saying? And no, 3 man, 3 good people. You
Yeah,
already
he's
know what it
solid.
is. You out of order.
Come on, man.
What?
3 solid.
I
BVO,
hit that. I hit the
you
wrong thing, Dub. I hit the wrong thing, bro.
well, what you want to hear? Let me see what the right one is.
No Diddy.
Hold on.
What the hit?
Nope, he didn't mean that one either. He meant the no Diddy one.
Hold on. How you gonna tell me, Price?
Cause I know where your mind be at. I didn't know
Hold on,
he
hold on, hold on, hold on. You got to reach for my
fellas.
waist, man. You talking
Man,
crazy.
get out of here, man. You know what you want, fellas.
What that boy Trick say, you got me reaching for my waist.
I'm gonna reach too. We're gonna see what's gonna happen after that.
Hey, you know what's make me laugh, Dub? Was when my grandma would watch Walker, Texas Ranger. I used to hate
Oh,
that black
I
dude on
hated
there.
that John
What was his name?
BVO.
Hoss? What was the black dude's
Ah,
name, Free? You a little old. What's the black dude's name on Walker, Texas Ranger?
I hated that nigga, but I know you're talking about. I mean that brother. I hated him.
Hey, what was his name,
I'm
Free?
gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it. It's gonna bother me.
Free, can you hear me?
Free fell
Hey
out
man,
asleep.
I
What's
think my
up?
brother
What's
3
up?
fell asleep, man. Real quick, I
What's
think my
up?
brother 3 fell asleep. So BVO, you might have to do me a solid.
All right, what you need?
Charlo versus EJ. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And the name of it, the title being Mr. No Tune Ups. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm
All right,
I'm
cool.
about to
Hey,
go. What's up?
I was saying, what's the name of that dude from Walker's Texas Ranger, the black dude? What was his name?
Oh, I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember that dude's name. That dude used to always get beat up on Texas Ranger.
Hey, what would make me laugh?
Jim T. That's his real name. I googled him. Jim.
I know what you're talking about. He used to
What
always
was the
get beat up,
character? He had a
and
real
Chuck
I know.
Norris.
funny,
I
like
know.
sellout name. What was his
Yeah.
name?
Chuck
Yeah.
Hoss?
Norris used to always have to save his ass, and he
Clarence.
used to always
Clarence.
get beat up.
Oh, that wasn't his name.
Yeah. What? I'm looking at it. Is that right?
No, that ain't right. You gotta look it up, man.
Clarence.
I am looking at it.
Wasn't it Clarence?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His real
Hold on,
name
let
is
me look.
James Jim Trevette, and the character name
Trevec,
was
that's his
Clarence.
name, Trevec. Shout
Trevette,
out my
yeah,
nigga Trevec.
you
He'd get
stupid.
his ass whipped.
I
And then
hated that show.
Walker will pray to a bird. Like I'm like, he the whitest Indian I ever seen. Then he pray to a bird, the
Chuck
bird
Norris
fly
was
him.
stay saving his tail. Chuck Norris always
Man.
have to save him.
Shout out to Chucky Norris, man. That was my guy, man. He just going there whooping ass. You be like,
I hated him, man. I
how this
hated
dude just
him.
whooping everybody's ass?
I hated him, though. I thought
I
he
used to
was
watch
corny.
that, and I used to watch Dr. Quinn, Medicine
No,
Woman with my grandma.
my favorite movie from Chuck Norris was Invasion of USA. That was my favorite movie from Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I liked it, but it
I never
wasn't.
seen that.
He a young boy.
Only
But
time I seen was Chuck Norris when I was watching Patch Network 23 because we ain't had no cable. Used to be this cable network called 23 Packs. They have Dick Van Dyke show on there where he was a doctor.
I
They
hated
have
him too.
they have Walker. They have
Okay. Xena the
Xena Prince
Warrior.
Warrior, Brent
Yeah,
Princess Warrior.
man, I hated that.
BBO grew up watching MASH all day.
Mash.
Hey, you know what's funny? I didn't realize that show's about the Vietnam War, bro. I mean, about the Korean War.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hated
it
that
was.
show.
That's
But it was
crazy.
about Vietnam.
Mash.
No,
I
that was
hated
about the
that.
Korean War. It was about the
No,
Korean War.
it was about Vietnam. It was about
And I
Vietnam.
hated all the soap operas too when I was young. And I used to have to sit there and my grandparents or the older people be watching Guiding Life and all that. I wanted to scream because I wanted to watch wrestling. I hated that.
No, MASH is about the Korean War. Free. I used to
I
watch that
hated MASH too. It
because
was stupid.
the reason I know it because my Uncle Herman was in Korean War, and you know what's funny? I didn't know this until later. Korean fried chicken came from the black soldiers who taught the Koreans how to fry chicken. That's crazy, ain't it? Small world, man. Shout out to the great Lieutenant Herman Templeton Sr., man. I mean Jr. God rest his soul, man. You put it all on the line, baby. We love you, man. Shout out to all the vets, man. Shout out to all the vets.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to my dad.
They don't get enough credit, man. Shout out to all the vets, man.
That's
But
indeed.
we out of here. We out of here. We out of here. Hot Rod, what you got for me, dog? I say nothing. All right, we out of here, y'all. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.